pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, cheep.
Hello, all you theater lovers, both out and proud and on the DL, and welcome back to Broadway Breakdown, a podcast discussing the history and legacy of American theater's most exclusive address, Broadway. We are going to continue with our series, Problematic Shows You're Mad At and Their Possible Redemption. But before we jump into that series, which will start in earnest next week, we are doing a specialty episode to warm ourselves back up. I am your host, Matt Koplik, the least famous and most opinionated of all the Broadway podcast hosts. And with me today is another opinionated fag. You may know him from his work at 54 Below, his work on his own podcast. What's the name of it?
54 Below doesn't even know my work from 54 Below.
54 Below wakes up each morning going, what did I do last night? Rob, Rob, what's your podcast name?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
When you do these like intros and stuff, am I supposed to look at you while you're doing it?
Everyone needs to look me in the eyes all the time.
I just looked
always.
away. I feel like that was rude.
No, you look me in the eyes when I am doing the nasty that I'm doing.
That I feel so uncomfortable right now.
I felt uncomfortable when Sondheim made me look him in the eyes while he took a shit on my chest. And the name of that sex move is Here We Are.
Oh, and now it all comes full circle.
I want to see Here We Are and not like it, so I can have my review be Here We Are. Are we here?
Wait, you haven't seen it yet?
No, I haven't. I'll see it. It's not.
If you've listened to any one of his other musicals, you've seen it.
Listen, my hot take is after 2000, Sondheim ran out of musical ideas, which is why Roadshow, The Frogs, and probably Here We Are all sound the same.
Yeah.
Yes. And I know that, like, a lot of Roadshow Bounce was starting in 99, and, like, he wrote some of The Frogs in the 70s, but, like, all the good stuff from The Frogs is in the 70s. All the shit that was added for Lincoln Center was 2004, and it sounds like Roadshow.
You know what my biggest claim to fame was?
Also, what's your name? And introduce yourself to the listeners.
Hi. My name is Matt Koplik, and I'm an opinionated fag. Did I do it right?
Yes. How else could you pronounce Matt Koplik?
Rob Schneider.
There you go.
There you go.
And Rob, what's your other podcast name?
My other podcast is called Behind the Curtain, Broadway's Living Legends. Mm-hmm. We've been on the air for 7 years. I should say we don't do it anymore. We were on the air for 7 years.
I don't know. When people ask about Broadway podcast recommendations, a lot of people still say yours before they ever say mine. I'm like, mine's still running, gays.
I know. Ours are retired and done. And
you killed all your guests.
That was the problem, which was we were interviewing a lot of old people, and we were kind of like the Grim Reaper. Like, we showed up with our, like, Yeti microphone, and they knew, like, make the last will and testament out. It's people died on the show. But you know how professional they were? They continued on with the interview. And not a lot of people can say that.
And that's our history.
One time, Eileen Brennan was having an abortion.
No! Stop!
Can I tell this story?
No, don't tell this story.
Okay,
it's
never mind.
Great, though, because no one knows who you're fucking impersonating.
That was the problem with our show.
Yeah.
That was our problem with our show, which is it was like, who are these people that are talking?
So, Rob,
yeah,
how did we first meet? Tell the listeners, tell the children, how did we meet?
You want to tell them like the real story or what we came up with?
Let's tell them the clean PR story.
Okay, cool. Many years ago, friends, when I was in town, I just moved into the city. I can't remember. I got press tickets to a show called Daddy Issues. The show is called Daddy Issues. And there were a lot of issues. I don't know if Daddy was one of them, but there were a lot of issues in this particular play. But I swear to you, I will not forget, there was a young guy in the show who was the lead. And I was like, this guy is so fucking good because he's taking material, he's just elevating it. That's all I remember. I was like, this guy is really, really good. Didn't think about it for, I don't know, 7 years.
Yeah.
7 years, but I swear to you, that's a true story. I remember this guy being like really good. Well, and there was this horrible scene with a cat commercial.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's a recurring joke for sure. So flash forward.
Sorry. Yes.
So that's our prologue. That's our Valjean goes on parole prologue. Flash forward to
your time is up. Your parole's begun.
Flash forward to July of 2023. Mm-hmm. Rob and I are asked by friend of the pod, Charles Kirsch, hey baby, to
literally baby.
No, he's baby. I like to think that I'm baby, and then I talk to Charles. I'm like, you are half my age.
Charles, half your age.
Yes. Point is, he asked both of us to be on a panel at BroadwayCon, which we did.
Yeah.
And it was nice. And then we ran into each other again on a trivia night for Dancers Over 40 that Charles was hosting. Charles Kirsch just keeps on, like, throwing us together. He's like, you older gays who make me look like a fetus, You get together and you just die.
This is nice in their sunset years.
You, me, Robbie, Rizal, also friend of the pod, and new friend Janine Lamanna, at least new for me, old friend of yours.
Susicles, Janine Lamanna.
Exactly, no. Icon. Gertrude McFuzz herself, Janine Lamanna. We are all texting during
Who
the
still
trivia.
sounds the same.
Absolutely, and I'm sure can still kick face and cooter slam like in Drowsy Chaperone.
Yes, God, she's so talented.
But the four of us started a group chat after that night.
Yes.
I came over to your apartment with Robbie for like a drinking night.
Yes.
And and you look at me.
I'm looking.
You look at me that night. No, not just now, but like that night.
Now.
The night I'm at your apartment, you look at me from your couch with it's like that kid in Hook who's about to pull like Robin Williams' face back and say, "There you are, Peter." You look at me and your first question is, "Do you act?" And I go, I used to act. I have my card still, but I don't really perform anymore. You go, And then like 10 minutes later, you go, "Do you sing?" And I go, "Yeah, I sang." And you're like, "Okay, good to know." And then about 20 minutes later, you come back again. You look at me again. You just go with your Barbara Walters gay ass face, and like I'm about to ask you the Hook question. And you go, "Were you in a play called Daddy Issues?" I went, do you remember what my face was when you asked me this?
Yeah, it was Frozen. Frozen was shock.
Yes.
Yes.
It was, how did you find the body?
Yeah.
And I was like,
It was like an Agatha Christie.
yeah. Well, also because that play was such garbage, and I don't look back on my time fondly with it, just because like it was a bad experience with the writer director. Everyone in the cast knew the material wasn't good, and we tried, but like it was an uphill climb, and it took really until the end of the run for any of us to feel like we did anything with it. But we're not talking about Daddy Issues because that's not part of the 2023-2024 at Broadway season, Rob.
Are you sure?
I mean, rumors abound. No, we're talking about this current Broadway season. Mm-hmm. We've got some shows that have opened.
Yes.
Already closed.
Yes.
Some shows that are in previews about to open.
Yes.
Some shows about to go into previews.
Yes.
Some shows that we have to wait a little bit. Some shows that have just announced. And a couple of shows that have announcements coming.
Yes. This is a very exciting time for all of us.
Yes. It's very packed for all of us, for sure. So Rob, what of this season have you seen so far of the Broadway?
What have I seen so far? What a great question. Now, wait a minute. Does Here We Are count as Broadway?
No.
Okay, great.
Unless it's transferring.
I don't think it's going to transfer.
I don't think it is either.
I really don't.
I really think it's going to end in January.
I don't know if you felt the same way, but my feeling on that show was when they were like, "Oh, we're going to do it at the Shed, and you can become a season subscriber, so everyone can get in early." I was like, at noon, whenever these things are going to go on sale, every fucking queen in America is going to like get on this site and crash it. Grindr will be very free, but like this site's going to crash, and nothing.
Yeah.
I don't think they're even still sold out at this point.
So
This is the last Stephen Sondheim musical with this cast?
I know. Well, so here's the thing. I truly think that no show, off-Broadway, regional, whatever, like, does not have Broadway in the back of its brain.
Oh, of course.
So,
of course.
Especially with this production with I think it's like $8 million capital, something like that. Yeah. And with this company, and with John Mantella directing it, like I definitely think Broadway was a possibility for them.
Oh, of course.
But they also knew what they had and like didn't want to set anyone up for thinking like what we have is this masterpiece, final product, whatever. They were kind of trying to temper our expectations in hopes that it would be this event.
Yeah.
Now, it is one of 3 shows this season that are not Broadway that have Broadway sort of circling around them, and we'll see what happens. One is Here We Are, one is Great Gatsby at Paper Mill, and one is Hell's Kitchen at the Public. And we will get to all 3. It'll be very quick. I saw Hell's Kitchen this afternoon. By the time this episode comes out, my review will probably be out. And Here We Are has officially opened.
Yes.
And Great Gatsby has opened.
Yes.
Now, Great Gatsby and Hell's Kitchen both are sold out for their runs.
Yes.
Granted, we're talking a month, 5 weeks at Paper Mill. We're talking 2 months at the Public, and I mean, Here We Are is like a almost 4-month run at the Shed.
Yeah, they're there for a while. Yeah.
Hell's Kitchen at the Public at the Newman, it's 300 seats, maybe like a handful of seats under that. Paper Mill, it's like 1,200 seats, something like that. Yeah. So for those shows to sell out for the number of seats that they have, impressive.
Actually, Paper Mill might be more than 1,200.
Possible.
Yeah, it's a big theater. It's a cavern.
Well, it's big. The mezzanine is very small, which is why I'm not sure exactly how much it seats, because it's a big orchestra.
It is a huge orchestra.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But with Paper Mill, everyone kept talking about how Gatsby is sold out. It's got, all these people working on it with Broadway pedigrees. Like, and the producer even openly said at the first preview, like, we hope to go to Broadway.
Oh, like you said, I cannot think of a production running right now in the New York tri-state area that does not have their sights on Broadway.
Yeah, well, because that's where the most money can be. Mm-hmm. That is where all the attention goes.
Yes.
And even if you run for a week, you can still say the Broadway show, and people will.
Oh, how many shows do we know that have done that, knowing fully well they wouldn't be running very long just to have that moniker?
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Yeah.
So wait, now you haven't seen Gatsby?
I haven't, and honestly, I don't think I ever will.
I listened to it.
I watched the rehearsal clips.
Yeah. Who listens to this, by the way?
Weirdly, a lot of people.
They're live broadcasting in Times Square as we speak.
Weirdly, a lot of people, Rob, listen to this.
Here we are, backstage. They're all...
What people like about this podcast, I have learned, is it's very honest. It's very loosey-goosey.
I love that.
We do talk about, important things in the sense of theater, not the world. But, we try to talk about things intelligently while also, making butt stuff jokes and talking about Judy Kuhn and how she's one of the best voices that's ever happened.
Agreed.
Yes.
Agreed.
And this is good warm-up for everyone as we go into Problematic, because I've recorded 3 episodes of that already. And, it's the show you all know and love. It's a lot. It goes all over the place. We go on tangents. Welcome back to the breakdown. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. No, I was going to say, I mean, the show is fantastic. I love listening to it. I was just curious.
You haven't listened to this podcast.
I have listened to it. I know you do a thing where you talk about Broadway and people geek out.
They go, I'm having a breakdown.
And they go, I'm having a breakdown. This is famous breakdowns throughout Broadway history. Yes. Which takes me back to Eileen Brennan.
Do you want to tell the listeners who you're impersonating?
No. No,
we're not doing that.
No, if you listen to my podcast, you know who he is. He does our In Memoriam every year.
You'll drag Eileen Brennan's abortion through the mud, but you won't tell people who the living person
showed up to perform, and they put in a new verse of Motherhood March that night, and that's professionalism,
and that's our history.
Okay, Sprite dear.
Moving on. Guys, the stories that Rob and I could tell you.
I saw Meryl Louise give a plate job. Now, if you don't know what that is, I'll take you to the Eagle and show you. But it's our history.
Stop it. Okay. So this is all to come back to just the season.
Leave a small fist at me.
Shut the fuck up. We were talking about Gatsby. We were talking about Here We Are.
Yes.
Are We Here at Hell's Kitchen?
Yes.
The little bit I'll say about Hell's Kitchen. First of all, Gatsby not coming in. Here We Are not coming in. Hell's Kitchen, open secret that it's going to Broadway.
Yeah, of course. Alicia Keys?
Yeah. Michael Greif. Sold out for his public run.
Yeah.
I'll be very interested to see what happens with the reviews for it. There have been some online...
Why do you say that?
Well, just because I think if the reviews for Gatsby were kinder, they would be working hard about coming in. I think if the reviews for Here We Are were a little more effusive, they would probably experiment with the idea of coming in. Mm-hmm. Because people talk about with at Gatsby, if you go to the paper mill, people are jumping to their feet and roaring with applause.
Oh, I've seen it.
First of all, can you name me a single musical that you have seen in the last 10 years where that didn't happen with the audience?
No, it's true. Yeah, no, I'm trying.
Yeah, it just happens with everything. So when people tell me the audience leapt to their feet and they were having the grandest of all times, I'm like, that's not enough for me anymore. Shows are too expensive. It's time out of my life I can't get back. I'm not trusting an audience. I have to trust myself.
I think we just need to accept the fact that a standing ovation now is customary.
Yeah, no, it just happens now.
And a not standing is the equivalent of old school booing.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I think we're now.
Here's where I'm at, based off of my time with Hell's Kitchen. You have to judge how the audience is responding in the moment.
Yes.
The final, the curtain call means nothing. What are they doing during the show? Because I'll tell you this with Hell's Kitchen. For most of that 2.5 hour show on Sunday matinee, I should say, it was a very tepid response. Mm-hmm. I can tell you 2 numbers that got wild applause. The Act 1 finale with Keisha Lewis, who, sang like it was the Act 1 finale of Ragtime and it was just her at that piano.
Great, I love it.
And of course, Greif was like, put some projections behind her because she can't sell this on her own. And I'm sitting there going, no, gay, she can.
She's Keisha Lewis.
She's fucking Mama Will Provide. She can do it.
Yeah.
Just let her do it. He also has her stand up from that piano way too soon. But that's me sitting there being like...
It's a directorial eye.
It truly is. That was the first one. And the second one was Shoshana Bean's Act 2 number where she tells off Brandon Victor Dixon, a number that should be cut but she sings the Boots House Down on it. And the audience goes crazy.
Like Saturday Night.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But the thing, I was telling you this before we went on air. The first act, I think Shoshana has 2 numbers, neither of which are terribly good, but she's Shoshana, so she's girlfriend has not met a melisma. She can't surf to shore. You know what I mean? Yes. Which I wrote down on my phone for my future review.
Yes, great.
She's never met a melisma that she can't surf safely to shore.
Now, is this a jukebox musical or is it all?
No, it is
hybrid?
Mostly it's hybrid. It's mostly jukebox with I think 4 new Alicia Keys songs.
I don't know how I feel about hybrid jukebox musicals. Is that weird to say?
I don't care as long as the product is good. I don't care about anything.
Did you see Clueless?
I didn't.
That was weird as fuck.
Well, because that was jukebox but new lyrics.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
That idea was so bad.
But again, it's a bad idea when it doesn't work. If someone comes up with something that's good or campy or fun, like if they did Xanadu with Douglas Carter Bean coming up with campy lyrics for all the original ELO songs,
story,
and it worked, like we'd be like, what a fucking stroke of genius. But Amy Heckerling's not a lyricist.
Yeah,
she
exactly.
wrote an amazing screenplay in 1995.
Yeah.
And she should have had... It's a wonderful example of economy in writing, but she's not a theater writer. And that's sort of the problem with fucking Hell's Kitchen. The librettist is a playwright who doesn't do musicals. Mm-hmm. Alicia doesn't do musicals. She wrote 4 songs for this thing, and the rest are songs that have nothing to do with any plot whatsoever. They all feel shoehorned in. But my point is, again, all this tepid response behind those 2 numbers. And then the finale is Empire State of Mind.
Oh,
right? That's the name of her Concrete Jungle song? Yeah. Because there are 2 different Empire State of Mind songs.
Yes.
Oh, no, there's New York State of Mind and then Empire State of Mind.
Yeah.
I'm in a New York.
Billy Joel?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then Empire State of Mind. And that's the finale with the whole company. And it's a wonderfully talented cast. And Tom Kitt does most of the arrangements. And when he's arranging other people's music, he does a lovely job, gal. And so, like, it ends and everyone just jumps to their feet. And I'm like, yeah, but for the preceding 2 hours and 30 minutes, you were not this.
That's like a big pet peeve of mine recently, which is like, it's like bookend directing. Mm-hmm. Or like, we'll give them a great opening and we'll give them a great closing and we hope to God they don't remember anything else in between. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, people will remember.
Which leads us to what's currently on Broadway.
Okay.
Of the season so far.
Lucy DeVito, Pulitzer Prize winner.
I will fucking shoot you in the face.
Teresa Rebeck's I own that? What's it called? I need that?
No. This is how you pronounce it. Teresa Rebeck's I Need That? Starring Danny DeVito. Which I will go see because I'm going to try and see everything this season because I saw everything last season.
You could shoot, yeah.
And I think I saw everything the season before.
Look at you.
I didn't see Skeleton Crew. That was the one thing I didn't see the season before.
You are like dedicated.
Well, I've been very fortunate. I get invited to a lot of stuff.
Who invites you?
Tony voters and other
How come
critics.
No one invites me?
Why don't you invite me?
Okay.
There we go. No, I've been fortunate to get invited to a lot of stuff, and then I'll rush whatever I don't get invited to.
Very smart.
Because I have Tony voter friends, I have critic friends, and I ask them well in advance to bring me along to the things I can't afford.
And the National Critics Circle told me I couldn't be a member.
I know that the Drama League told me I couldn't be a member because I was going to sink their voting pool.
What?
They said, we are going to give Annalie Ashford the Distinguished Performance of the Year award, and you are going to badmouth to the voters, so it goes to fucking Stephen McKinley Henderson. And I said, that's who it should have gone to.
Yes! Stephen McKinley Henderson's a fucking genius. A legend.
If you're going to give it to Annalie, give it to Annalie for Legally Blonde. Give it to her for fucking You Can Take It With You. Don't give it to her for Sweeney.
You're still not over that, are you?
No. You know what I'm really not over? I'm not over Sweeney winning sound design.
You didn't like the sound design?
Who did?
I don't know. I'm just asking. You didn't like it.
The sound designers who voted for it at the Tonys liked it sound design. Literally everyone else, including people who know nothing about sound design, were like, why did the orchestra sound like a million miles away?
Okay.
Of the season.
Yes, going back to the season. I'm sorry.
I started with Once Upon a One More Time.
Once Upon a One More Time.
Yep. Back to the Future.
Uh-huh.
Here Lies Love. Uh-huh. Which is closing.
What?
They haven't announced yet, but it's closing.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, I know. They were going to close, and then they got...
Was it when they got rid of 400 seats? Well, no, it just doesn't matter because no one's buying the seats anyway.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah. It's a shame. It's Here Lies Love. We'll talk about it. Here Lies Love. Back to the Future. Once Upon a One More Time. I saw Gutenberg. I saw The Cottage, Grey House, The Shark is Broken, Pearly Victorious, Jaja's African Hair Braiding. That's the most recent thing I saw. And then off-Broadway, obviously, Hell's Kitchen. And I Can Get It For You Wholesale.
What is the off-Broadway voice? Is there a separate voice for off-Broadway?
Health Kitchen.
Hell's Kitchen, I can get it for you wholesale. Like, what is that?
And then I'm seeing Titanic for the 4th time soon.
Titanic.
Oh, God. I am so glad Titanic is not on Broadway. I'm so glad it's off Broadway and that it's doing as well as it is.
There are some shows that should stay off Broadway, and there is nothing wrong with that.
I'm so glad the Little Shop just is staying at West Side.
It's brilliant.
I wish they would cast people who are actually Seymour, not Calvin Klein models, but what have you.
Oh, that makes no sense to me.
Whatever. Michael Mayer, love you, dear. You've done some wonderful work. Your work on Little Shop is nice. Must you keep casting your Spring Awakening, Bonnie and Clyde, High School Musical motherfuckers as Seymour?
You have to believe that nobody would fuck this guy.
Every
fucking urchin and Mushnik is looking at him going,
Yeah, I would let him
do it.
I would let him get me pregnant. That production does a much more interesting job with casting their Audreys than they do with their Seymours.
Yes, the Audreys have been fantastic who have been going through.
Yeah, well, and not only, like, even if you don't love them, like, they're fascinating choices. Like, Tammy, Constance, Joy, like, just Lena, Maud, like, just
Brilliant.
Interesting choices.
And every single one you go, I would never have thought of that.
Exactly.
Whoever that casting director is, honestly, I don't know who you are. Kevin Chamberlain, Janine LaManna, Seussical Reunion, they're older. Seymour and Audrey are older individuals.
Here's how I want to tell the people Little Shop. Whoever you're thinking of for Mushnik, stop it. That's your Seymour.
I love that. I would see Brad Oscar play Seymour in a second.
In a fucking heartbeat.
Who? Okay, let's.
I would kill you.
You could.
So I could see Kevin.
So okay. So I know how you feel about me and this friendship.
Let me rephrase that sentence. I would kill you.
Period. Just to get a hot dog. Like the bar is very low at this point for all of us.
I'm bored. I'll kill you.
I'm bored by you. I'm bored by you. You've offered nothing to this contribution, nothing to this conversation. So I'm done with you. Well, starting of my life.
On that note,
yes.
Let's take a quick break.
Where are we going?
Really, I beg to differ with you.
How do you mean?
You're the top.
Yeah.
You're an arrow color. You're the top. You're a Coolidge dollar. You're the nimble tread of the feet of Fred.
And we're back. All right.
Oh,
I have a commercial that I gotta do. I have dollars and dollars to make.
I'm so sorry. I just have when you have as many episodes as I do at my podcast, we just have Broadway Podcast Network. Just drop in a commercial.
When you have as many Tony nominees slipping into your DM asking to see that hole as I do.
Who slipped in asking for your hole? Are you gonna mouth it? Who is it?
Well, listen, let me tell you my journey. They slip in assuming that I'm a power bottom. And then I surprise them by telling them I'm actually a power verse because I get bored very easily. So I need to do either one or the other. And bottoming is difficult. It's very difficult. And I'm lazy by nature and I don't want to practice ever.
So then you'd be a fantastic bottom.
No, you got to practice to be a bottom.
Well, no, you could just lay there if you're lazy.
No, but you got to practice with the stretching, girl.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah. And control.
Some of us don't know this.
And is that in control of your colon? Can you believe that Charles Kirsch's mom lets him listen to this podcast?
Remy, what's happening? Remy.
Charles, you must ask your mother. Mummy?
Charles, young man.
Mummy, I need parental control.
Charles, pause this. Pause All American. Go to ask your mom if you can continue listening to this.
Charles, do you listen to All American?
He does. Can I tell you something? I was at his bar mitzvah, and that was my gift to him. An original poster from All American. Well, once upon a time.
No. So...
All right, Orchestra,
those are the
pack up. He doesn't want it.
These are the shows I've seen this season. What have you seen this season on Broadway?
Okay, I have seen, going back, run through the list. Once Upon a One More Time.
You have seen that?
Yes.
Here Lies Love?
Off-Broadway. Does that
Ruthie.
count? Does
Yes.
that count?
Sort of. So you haven't seen it on Broadway with Ariel. You only saw it on Broadway.
Unless they made a lot of changes, have they?
No, it's just bigger and, Ariel's not Ruthie. Women are not interchangeable, Rob.
Despite what you say, at Rob W. Schneider, women are not interchangeable. I loved it off-Broadway.
Everyone did.
I loved it off-Broadway. Once again, there is nothing wrong with keeping something off-Broadway if the intimacy is helping the storytelling.
I heard nothing but raves from off-Broadway. Also off-Broadway, they had the buzz and the momentum.
Yes.
We'll talk about it. So
trying to make a Vita 2. I get it. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and then what was after that?
Back to the Future.
Yeah, okay.
Gutenberg.
I haven't seen Gutenberg, and I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to be the person that judges something before not seeing it.
Sure.
I am not the hugest fan of, like, we're doing a musical.
Sure.
Wink, wink, wink. We're doing a show. You get it?
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's what it is. That's how it's been described to me. It's just not. It's not what I enjoy. Because to me, I'm like, that's the easiest laugh.
Yes. It's yes and no.
Okay.
The running gag of Gutenberg is that Reynolds and Gad's characters, who are aspiring musical theater writers,
and who are brilliant individuals on their own.
Yes. Yeah. And they make a very good team in this. Their characters are bad at writing, but they love musical theater.
Fabulous.
And so it's not necessarily about, like,
I know a lot of writers this applies to.
But it's not necessarily like, is musical theater weird so much as, like, aren't these guys bad at it? Which is a gag that can only have so much gas
I was
in
going
it.
to ask you, so listening to bad songs all evening? Like, is that it?
It's...
And doesn't that wear thin? I'm just asking. I don't know. Maybe it's brilliant. I don't know.
Okay.
I saw Yellow Hats.
Y'all, welcome back to Breakdown, where we had a structure and then we just went off on our own thing. So, having seen Gutenberg,
Yeah.
let me start with the positives.
Yes.
Reynolds and Gad are great.
Great.
They are a wonderful duo.
Awesome.
I forget sometimes that Andrew Reynolds is a really funny dude.
I thought he was genius in the Prom movie. He is very funny.
He's one of the better performances in that movie.
Yeah.
I have a long list of notes about that movie.
You don't like that movie, yes.
I don't. I touch on it in our next week's episode, which, spoiler alert, is The Prom.
Okay.
Which I didn't realize many people had problems with until I asked the fandom, what shows do you consider problematic? And a few people said The Prom. I'm
gonna listen to this because I'm wondering I'm wondering if what they find problematic is what I find problematic.
I digress. But in Gutenberg with him and Gad, I was like, oh right, like you're fucking great. Like there's a reason why you popped so hard in Mormon, and why you and Gad in particular, like of that entire original company, went to Hollywood and fucking flew.
Yeah.
And they make it work. And it's good Timbers material because it's not heartfelt, really. Because Timbers doesn't do emotion well. Timbers also doesn't really do like humanity well. He does inventive storytelling really well, and he actually does comedy pretty well. But because it's just Gad and Reynolds, like their chemistry and their work as actors help sell the material. And Timbers comes up with some cool staging. And the book is funny. It's genuinely funny, and like it's not cynical because their characters genuinely love theater and they genuinely want to do a good job. Where it falters is it's a little long. It's 2 hours with an intermission. It should be 100 minutes, no intermission.
No, give me 80. Give me 80
or 80. Yeah, and tighter. And also, it's the score, in my opinion, is not nearly as funny as the book, and I wish it were. It's really hard to write a funny score. There are some shows that have been able to do it. I mean,
what score do you find the funniest out of like all the Broadway musicals? Which score are you?
Oh
like, God, this still makes me laugh.
I do wonder. I think the Mormon score is genuinely funny.
Yeah.
But it's hard to find a score funny after years. I'll find certain movies still funny,
but not a score.
After a while, like it loses the comedic luster because part of what makes comedy land so hard is the surprise, the unexpected of it.
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, I think, still holds up.
Yeah, fuck yeah. That score fucking slaps and is so funny.
Yeah, I mean, he is a comedy writer.
He is.
And that is a rare fucking gift.
You know who's a really good comedy writer is Adam Schlesinger.
Yes, also absolutely. A brilliant mind.
R.I.P. But
yeah,
like when it was announced that Yazbek was doing a score for a musical version of Soap Dish, I was like, absolutely.
Oh, who else would you want?
I know. I think he never was attached to Death Becomes Her at any point, was he?
Not that I'm aware of. Okay. I know he was maybe he's still attached to Princess Bride. I think he's still on that one.
Well, because he's more productive than Gettle. But moving on. But that's Gutenberg for you. It's fun. I think they are in contention for nominations. The problem is that I don't see a world where one of them gets nominated and the other doesn't. Watch me say that and then come.
Would they want to do that thing where they're like together?
No, I don't think they're going to do a Skinner Ripley sideshow joint nomination. I'm saying like it's difficult to nominate Andrew Reynolds and then not also do a nomination for Gad. Yeah, because they are so together.
They're tight.
They're so tight.
They're a unit.
But also like I will say, I don't think leading actor in a musical is as competitive a race as some online folks would have you believe.
For this season?
Here's who we got so far.
Yeah.
Reynolds and Gad for
Okay.
Gutenberg.
Okay.
What's his face from Back to the Future?
The kid, the young guy.
The kid, yeah, who's perfectly fine, but he needs to not do another musical based off of a movie pronto. Groff and Merrily, who at the moment is the front, who is the front runner right now. But we've also got coming up in the spring, Brian Darcy James in Days of Wine and Roses, who I saw do it at the Atlantic, and we'll talk about it.
He'll get a nomination, yeah.
But they both will.
Yeah.
I think that musical is rough, to be perfectly honest.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm full disclosure. I've not seen that, but when they said that's the source material that's being turned into a musical, I thought, how are you? Why?
Well, it is a bummer of source material. I also just don't think the show is ready.
Okay.
I found it very first draft.
You ever seen the movie?
Yes, I watched the movie after.
So good.
I watched the movie after I saw the show.
Jack Lemmon in that? Holy fuck, is so good.
They're both amazing.
Oh, Lee Remick, the two of them, yes.
First of all, Jack Lemmon, one of the best screen actors of all time.
Oh my god, I'm going to go one step further.
The best?
I'm not one of the best, the best male on-camera actor.
When I say one of, I truly mean like top 5 of all time, of hundreds of thousands of screen actors who've ever screen acted. He's in the top 5. But Brian Darcy James,
yeah, okay,
absolutely going to get nominated. Both of them are wonderful in a show that I think is still truly on its first draft. Grant Gustin just got announced for Water for Elephants, which I only saw 20 minutes of in a presentation.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of potential. I hope they make some really powerful changes on it because it can be really dynamite.
Okay,
I just
great.
don't know.
I'm excited.
I don't know the dude who's playing the oldest Noah in Notebook and if he's going to be considered lead.
Oh, yeah. This guy's like, isn't he like, he's back on Broadway after like 30, 40 years or something like this?
Because he went to Hollywood and played like small roles in TV and film forever.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he's going to be eligible because we'll talk about the Notebook in a second.
But can we agree this is Jonathan Groff's to lose?
At the moment, it's Groff's to lose. Because then there's also Eddie Redmayne for Cabaret.
When did Cabaret go from like, this is a story about political inaction to, here's my dick in your face?
Sam Mendes.
But every production after that, that's all it is.
Yeah.
I see every production I see, it's like, here are my tits, and here's my ass, and here's my dick. And I'm like, what about the story?
Well,
do I have a story you want to tell?
Rob,
it's like they get through those book scenes to be like, show me more dick, show me more tits.
Yeah.
All right, now get Fro Schneider out of there real fast.
Yeah, let's make it even more shocking. Because the Mendes production was shocking at the time.
Yes, at the time.
But also, it came from a text-based place. And there was still story to have. You go to the fucking Lincoln Center Library, you watch that 98 cast with Natasha, Alan, one of the best casts of all time, by the way.
Yes.
Fucking stacked. I think I talked about this. No, I didn't talk about this on the pod. I can't remember. I've had so many recordings this weekend and then like just drinks with friends this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what I said with friends and what I said on the pod.
Yeah.
But someone was asking me about the 98 Cabaret and they're like, oh, how is that cast at the library? I was like,
stacked.
Well, I'm like, yeah, it's one of the most incredible casts ever assembled.
It's stacked.
You have Natasha Richardson, Alan Cumming, Ron Rifkin, who wins a Tony for this performance.
Mary Louise Wilson,
like kind of coming back after a minute.
John Benjamin Hickey. Right?
John Benjamin Hickey, post Love, Valor, Compassion, pre Normal Heart. Michelle Pock, pre Seussical and Hollywood Arms. Dennis O'Hare before I think anyone ever knew who he was.
No, that's true. That's very true. Nobody knew.
Just those personally directed by Sam Mendes. And Rob Marshall before Hollywood ruined him.
It is such a good production. And now every single one after that is like, how many track marks can we get on the girls? Where's the story?
Well, because that's what everyone remembers from the Mendes one. And that production was so impactful of how we all view Cabaret now.
The MC shouldn't be sexy. The MC, I don't. Okay.
Well,
I this is one where I get real pissed.
Go for it.
No, I'm just saying, like, do the fucking story as written. What you're trying to create is something that does not exist. Because now you've lost what the fuck the story's about.
Yeah. Well, so here's what I will argue about what Mendes did, which Hal Prince hated. Because there was what Hal Prince did, what the movie did, what Mendes did, and now what everyone does. Which is, originally it was sort of the beauty of Razzle Dazzle and the, like, monstrosity of the world.
You're talking about Hal Prince, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so that's how we start, right?
Yeah.
Like we have Sally in the Cabaret and the Kit Kat Club and like, here life is beautiful.
Yeah.
And outside it's awful.
Okay, you go ahead. Uh-huh.
And eventually the two start to clash and neither one can really fully exist. And then it's sort of like, well, which one ends up taking over? You've been entertained for 2.5 hours, but like, don't forget that like World War II happened.
But the story originally is It's the story of Cliff and Sally and these MC things they're commenting on, which to me means they're secondary.
Yeah.
And now it's like, well, no, that's primary.
Well, so then what we have is the movie.
Yeah.
Which gets rid of so much. And
no book numbers, they're all gone.
Yes, it's just the Kit Kat Club numbers. And then like Frau Schneider and Herr Schultz are gone. It's a whole new B plot. And the movie is very good. Why
would they get rid of Jack Guilford?
Jack Guilford erasure is one of the most hateful things you could do, in my opinion. Such a sweetheart who I never met, but like you just look at his face and you go, I want to just hug you.
I just want to hug you, Jack.
I just want to hug you, Jack. But is even colder than the stage show.
Correct.
Sleazier than the stage show, and then also more razzmatazz than the stage show because you have Liza belting her vagina off. You've got Joel Grey, who's even more like in your face,
creepy.
Yeah, and then it becomes the Joel Grey show, like the '80s. That revival happens, and it's Joel Grey is in Cabaret. Blah, blah. Mendes comes in.
That full production's on YouTube, by the way.
Oh, I know, I know. Mendes comes in the '90s with the Don Mar. A year after the Nationals Carousel. So we have the 90s trend of dark versions of Golden Age musicals.
You just mentioned Carousel. Have you gotten an erection at this point?
I fully came.
Of course.
But, and we talked about this in the Carousel episode, spoiler alert, y'all. The 90s was a golden age of revivals.
Correct.
But also, there was a trend that eventually died out, but we're still kind of seeing it from time to time, of the let's look at an old musical dark. And... you know, the difference is Heitner was like, I did not say let's make Carousel dark. He's like, I read the script and went, fuck, this is dark.
Which is very good.
Exactly. He's like, it would be different if, you know, like I read fucking Flower Drum Song. If that's not nearly as dark, or Sound of Music. But, you know, people are like, oh, but of course, Guys and Dolls, dark. And it's like, no, fucker.
Can I tell you the worst production of Guys and Dolls I ever saw?
The Des McAnuff one?
Oh, no. Oh, sorry. Can I tell you the second worst production of Guys and Dolls I ever saw? It was at this regional theater in Los Angeles, and they literally started the show with a warning about what to do if you have a gambling addiction.
That's like when Diane Paulus' 1776 happened, and they all came on stage and they said, we recognize that this production is happening on the grounds of land that we stole from the Native Americans.
Then move.
Blah, blah. Yeah. Well,
you don't like it, you can move.
There was some fucking sketch where some sketch online where they made fun of this, where it was like a theater company being like, we recognize blah, 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 the Native Americans, and we stole it from them. And some in the audience goes, so should we leave?
Yeah.
And they go, and they're not being mean. They're like, we leave then, right? They're like, what are you talking about? Well, we're on stolen land. Like, we should leave. This is not our home. We should leave. And like, no, stay. Like, so all the proceeds from our tickets go to them then, right? No, it goes to the theater. Then why did you say what you said? So you know that we're aware. It's like, what?
Oh
I have
my God.
Listen, that's a whole other podcast.
Oh,
17,
yeah.
That Paul is 1776. I digress. But no, Cabaret. Mendes comes in and he's like, track marks, sexy, whatever. Rob Marshall comes in and goes, but let's also make some movement. And then that just becomes the mold. And now we have this new one.
And I'm not saying that it doesn't work.
But it becomes, how do we outdo the last Cabaret of being avant-garde and trendy and like pushing your buttons? Yeah. And I have not seen this Cabaret.
Same.
Robbie claims it's amazing.
Great.
I love Robbie. I love his taste. I have other friends who've seen it who've been like, it's fine. It's like any other Cabaret you've ever seen. I will see what happens. It's very expensive. I know that the August Wilson, the Drew Jamson, or whoever has it, Ambassador Theater Group, they now own that. Yeah. Like, they were the sort of losers of that. Hot goss, everybody. Not a single theater owner wanted this Cabaret.
Why?
Because of what they had to do to the theater. It was going to... Same thing with the Here Lies Love situation. Like, it was going to cost so much money to gut the theater. And this is doing even more than Here Lies Love did. Because they're doing a whole renovation on the lobby because it's a whole environmental shit.
They're doing the August Wilson.
Yeah. They have to do... It's all in the round. Like, all they've got to do all this crazy shit to the theater. It's got like a $24 million price tag.
And then hope to God it runs.
Yeah. They wanted the Hudson. They said they... really like, please don't fucking go here. They looked at the Imperial. I know they really didn't want it. Like, it was very much Drew Jamson got the short end of the stick. I also know Spamlot was looking at the Schubert, but then Some Like It Hot was like, we refuse to not close before January.
That's nice.
I have a friend who works there, and he was like, we announced closing, and 3 weeks later we sold 600 seats for a Saturday night. Tells you what those producers are like. But That's what's going on with Cabaret. It's
Okay.
I will say, if Merrily extends to June like it's being rumored, that will win revival. They have to extend to June though,
Okay.
because right now it's running till March.
Oh no. They're doing great business.
They are it's the contract of the three of them.
I know.
Because here's the tea, and y'all can listen to my old Tony's episodes from last season when I had people try to convince me that Into the Woods had a chance at winning revival. And I kept saying, no, it's between Parade and Sweeney, and I'm going to say it's Parade because no revival of Sweeney Todd has ever won.
It's Parade.
But what I said was, first of all, no revival of Sweeney Todd has ever won, and now we're 0 for 3. But also, no revival of a musical that was closed has ever won. It has to be running.
Yep.
It can close the week.
Okay.
It can close the week after, like the 05.
But it
Le
has
Cage.
to be open.
It
by
has
the
to be
ceremony.
open.
Okay.
And also, no performance in a musical that was closed has won. I think since Little Me with Martin Short. I'm pretty sure
It was closed and it won.
it closed in one. But also, you got to look at that lineup because it was Martin Short and Little Me. It was 1999.
Oh, okay.
It was Martin Short and Little Me, Brent Carver and Parade, both closed, both the frontrunners. Tom Wopat and Annie Get Your Gun, God bless. And then what's his face from The Gay Swan Lake.
Okay.
So it's like,
that was Marty's to lose.
absolutely, because you had of those 4, only one of them was in a show that was running.
Yeah.
Marty was the critics' darling of a revival that not a lot of people liked, but everyone agreed that he was wonderful.
Oh, he was brilliant
in a showcase for him.
Yeah.
So it made sense.
And to make up for Goodbye Girl.
Yeah, exactly. Where it was like, we're so glad you're doing Broadway. We're so sorry this is the show.
Thank you for bringing in tickets.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Groff is the frontrunner right now for Merrily. It needs to be running by June for him to win.
I got to be honest with you. I have not seen this particular Merrily. I saw her production of it that she did like 10 years ago over in London.
When it was at the Meniere still.
Yes. And I did not like it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. I thought it was cold and boring and dull.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm curious to see what she's done with it because now I hear it's the second coming. And I'm like, is it she changed her direction? Or are these 3 individuals just so fucking good at what they're doing that it's moving her vision along?
Once again, Rob, I remind you, don't listen to anyone who says anything is the second coming. It's one of those things where it's like, if everything is special and everything is an event and nothing is.
Yeah.
You I appreciate the enthusiasm. You have to be more discerning, especially when you're recommending shit to people.
That's where it gets hard for me. That's where it gets hard because we're in the business. You don't want to go out there and be like,
no,
oh God, this was horrible. Because you know how hard that's like. We've all done shows where we're like, what the fuck are we doing here? But,
I'm sorry. How did we meet again, Rob?
That's right, daddy issues.
Daddy
that's
issues.
Right, that's right. But I'm also like, on the flip side, if you're telling people to spend money, that's a problem.
Not just money, time.
Yeah.
Money can get refunded. Time can't.
God, that's beautiful. That was actually a cut song from Carousel.
Money can be refunded. Time can't.
Sung by Mr. Snow.
Thank you. The one review I've written that caused friction, and it wasn't from anyone who actually works on Broadway. It was from people who are sort of like, I guess,
like protectors of a show?
Just fans, I guess.
Guardians.
Yes. My review for Back to the Future.
Okay.
Where I ripped it apart, not because the show is bad. I even start my review by saying this is not the worst musical I've ever seen. It's just the laziest adaptation I've ever seen.
Okay.
Not since Pretty Woman have I seen such a lazy adaptation.
This is paint by numbers.
You threw the movie on stage, added songs that don't need to be there, gave it $30 million, and made your actors do their best impressions of the movie people.
Okay.
It's why the actor who plays Crispin Glover gets such applause, because he comes on and he goes, Marty, you gotta understand. And the audience laughs because they're like, it's just like Crispin.
Okay.
And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I don't care if it's good or bad. Like, try. Just fucking try. And I would give it even more grace if it was 3 writers who were new to Broadway and were up and coming and just doing their best. But it's 3 men. One is fucking Bob Gale, who wrote the fucking movie, has millions of dollars in his bank account. Alan Silvestri, who wrote the score for the movies, as well as other Zemeckis movies, and has millions of dollars. And then the dude who wrote the lyrics for fucking Ghost and other pop songs. Millionaires, all of them. White male millionaires. And I'm not someone who goes, you're white, you're male, you're hetero, you're the enemy. Especially in theater. I'm like, if you're talented and you're empathetic, write whatever the fuck you want. I want to see it. But I'm like, we're talking about diversity. We're talking about giving opportunities. And these 3 dudes who have millions to their name, who don't need to do this, and are clearly doing this to make more millions to milk this franchise for all it's worth, and we're just going to let them get away with it because people go, well, it brought me joy. And I'm like, but is this any good? And I had people not only unfollow me, but block me because of that review.
Wow.
No one from Broadway. I just say this. Everyone who follows me on Instagram who literally works on Broadway, none of them did that.
But you can't say it because then you look like an asshole.
And this is a major problem right now. No one is holding anyone accountable on Broadway right now in this community. We have talented people. We have intelligent people. We don't have, and I don't know if there's a way to do it and not be a fucking dick about it.
Well,
but we don't have that Arthur Lawrence, Elaine Stritch bone right now where we are able to outwardly say, you can do better than this. Do better. Look, pointing them in the face and going, no, do better. And it's not that those thoughts don't exist. They exist. Everyone thinks it. No one's saying it. We're all just holding hands and going, kumbaya, so happy for you. And it's hard to make a show.
We'll go, and I'm guilty of this too. You go on social media, you'll be like, this show was great. Oh my God, it was wonderful, because you want to support.
Yeah.
And then somebody privately will go to you and go, what'd you think? And you go, what, the worst piece of shit I ever saw in my life.
Okay, I'm gonna.
At least I do that.
I'm gonna say
I'm
the.
not in the minority.
I'm gonna say the show. I'm not gonna say anyone. I'm not gonna say any names.
Backstage babble.
Well, because we're talking. No, Charles is a sweetheart. Charles, I hope you've been listening to this and laughing and not getting self-conscious because both of us love you.
Charles knows I love him.
Yeah, Charles is the fucking future.
Charles is the future.
Charles gives me the future. It gives me hope for the future of Gen Z. Y'all, if you join a cult, join Charles's.
Yeah,
so,
I would.
His episode of this podcast is the only one that doesn't have the explicit tag on it, and I think he even said that at our panel.
Yes, he did. Oh God, he's
yeah,
such a sweet kid.
He's a sweet kid. But I'll say the show. I won't say anyone who, because we're talking about this season.
Yeah.
There is currently a revival of Spamalot.
Yeah.
Everyone who has seen it, who I am mutual friends with on Instagram,
yes,
who's of Broadway,
yes,
and saw it, they were like so proud of Friends, had a blast, and then I don't even reach out. They fucking come to me and they go, "Girl," and I'm like, just tag that you're there. Don't say loved it. Just say here to support Friends, because that's true. You're there to support them. Don't say you loved it if you didn't. There's a wonderful documentary that I know you've watched. Charles has definitely watched. Broadway: The Golden Age. I have it on DVD.
Oh, I met that guy. He was a sweetheart.
Yeah, he's dead now. But
Rick, why do you have to come after Rick?
He's dead.
He is dead.
But Elizabeth Ashley,
yeah,
she says,
no,
I want to find a way to rip it and put it on my Insta. She's like, people pay far too much money to sit in an uncomfortable chair where they can't smoke, drink, cop a feel, to be not watching something that challenges them, fully entertains them. And it's like, when you're writing something, don't you want something that titillates an audience, challenges them, while also like not fully putting them at bay?
But they think they are because they have friends surrounding them going, that was great. Mm-hmm. So if you don't know any different, why do you don't even know there's a problem?
And then you have the people who go, well, I just support theater and I want people to go see stuff. So I'm telling them, go see Harmony or Back to the Future. It's magical. And I'm not ripping those shows separately or together. What I'm saying is like, I watch people go like rave about show after show after show, and then they get confused why people aren't buying tickets. I'm like, you just gave a rave review to 9 shows in a row, each one costing $150 to see. People can't afford rent, they can't afford healthcare, and we're telling them to support theater and telling them every show is worthwhile. I'm sorry, it's just fucking not true.
No,
it's not true, and there's nothing offensive about that. It should.
All you have to do is do exactly what you said earlier. Go to the show, take your photo, tag that you were there. You like it, say something. You don't have to.
No.
No one is forcing you to lie.
And if I don't like it, it's not a personal attack on anybody a part of it. No, there is not a single person who writes for theater or acts in theater or directs for theater where I have loved everything they've ever done. Maybe Jennifer Simard.
Well, I'm right here.
You're right there. Honestly, not even Audra. I will say, I have not loved everything Audra has been in.
I know you hated her in Carousel. You can finally
and Marie Christine.
You can get that off your shoulders.
The only time I have not liked Audra was a video of her doing Rainbow High at Carnegie Hall, and that's just not her. That's not her role. I know she did it when she was a teenager. It's not her role.
But besides that, that's not a bad track record.
No, there have been things she's been in that I haven't liked, but I have not disliked her. I thought Ohio State Murders was drier than fucking Barbara Bel Geddes' vagina, and she's deader than Rick McKay. But Audra was lovely.
Oh my god. What? She's drier than what? I need the quote one more time, please.
It says, Audra McDonald was in Ohio State Murders, a play that I found to be drier than Barbara Bel Geddes' vagina, and she's deader than Rick McKay.
This is the pull quote. This is going right on the fucking marquee. I will spend any amount of money to get this on the marquee.
I need Charles Busch to listen to this. I met Charles Busch recently.
He's a nice guy.
He's very nice. I had a great quote about Teresa Rebeck in front of him that he liked very much.
Will you share it, or is it confidential?
Friend of the pod, Patrick Pacheco, has a talk show called Theater All the Moving Parts on CUNY TV.
Oh, he's marvelous. Jesus, he's so good.
I may or may not have been on it. And I may or may not have been on it with someone who will be on this podcast talking about a show I love very much. And we talk about the aftermath of that episode.
You know how to whet our appetites.
Someone's got to be wetter than Barbara Bel Geddes' vagina. But I know.
Yeah, okay.
Patrick texts me and goes, hey, I'm interviewing Charles Busch to talk about his memoir. Like, I know you like him. Do you want to, like, sit in and watch? I went, do I want to sit in and watch? I fucking love Charles Busch. You can see behind me, I have the DVD of Die Mommy Die.
Folks, this is the first time Matt's ever said I like Bush, so I think we're very, very excited by this. There's hope.
But so I'm in the green room with Patrick and Charles, and we're talking, whatever, and then they go off and do their thing, and they come back, and so I have not read Charles's memoir, but he apparently talks about, because Patrick interviews him about it, the fact that, Charles Busch came up in theater in the late 70s, early 80s, in a time when it was like a little sleazier in New York, and he says, I did every job you could possibly do to support yourself when you were trying to do theater, including turning tricks. And they talk about it, and they come back to the green room after they're done. And he goes, I'm interviewing Teresa Rebeck after you. Like, she's doing the next episode. And Charles goes, oh, are you going to ask her about turning tricks? Are you going to ask Teresa Rebeck if she's ever prostituted herself? To which I immediately respond, well, how else do you explain Smash?
Oh, that's funny.
Thank you. It made Charles Busch laugh, and that's enough for me.
Isn't that a nice moment you can cherish in your heart forever?
Absolutely.
You made Charles Busch laugh.
Right up there with fingering Jonathan Groff. You know what I mean?
Best person I ever fingered was Barbara Bel Geddes.
Drier than sandpaper.
Cut up my finger pretty bad, but God, what a great experience.
Yep. But it got you ready for the entire company of Newsies.
To finger obscure character actress Barbara Bel Geddes.
Oscar and Tony nominee. The original Maggie the Cat.
Oh, that's right, she was.
And she's also in Vertigo. She's the one that's
She's in Vertigo.
She's the one who is not Kim Novak.
She's the one in glasses, and they're like, oh, put her in glasses. That'll make her ugly.
Truly. Barbara Bel Geddes might be the first example of put glasses on her, she's ugly. Because she originated Maggie the Cat on Broadway, goes to Hollywood, they put glasses on her, and she's the ugly friend.
She's the side piece.
To give you context, guys, Ashley Judd, Kathleen Turner when she was doing fucking Body Heat, and Scarlett Johansson and Anika Noni Rose have all played Maggie the Cat. Barbara Bel Geddes originated the role. Elizabeth Taylor did the movie version.
And now Kathleen Turner's playing Big Daddy, which is very exciting for all of us. I want to talk to you, Brooke. I can't do it.
Let's take one more break.
Billy, I beg to differ with you. How do you mean? You're the top. Yeah. You're an arrow color. You're the top. You're a Coolidge dollar. You're the nimble tread of the feet of red.
And now we're back. Okay, back to the season.
What a special moment, though. Oh, yes, the season. Okay, so
recently, Heart of Rock and Roll just announced that they were going into the Jones.
Which is Huey Lewis.
Yes, the Huey Lewis jukebox musical.
How many people are clamoring for a Huey Lewis jukebox musical?
As many people who are clamoring for a Days of Wine and Roses musical.
It's the same audience demographic.
Same demographic, same number of people. Here's the thing about this season. That's
Power of Love, is that him?
Yeah, but that's Back to the Future. Will it be in Heart of Rock and Roll? I don't know.
Oh, I wonder if contractually. Oh, okay.
Listen.
It has to be.
Toxic was on Broadway in 2 different shows, and Moulin Rouge and fucking Once Upon a One More Time.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Here's the thing about this season. There is so much. And we haven't even really talked about plays all that much.
No, and like we said, it's everything that's been waiting to get in.
Yeah. I know pretty confidently that Operation Mincemeat is coming in.
What the hell is that?
It's a British musical that apparently is very, very funny and very, very, very good.
Great, okay.
I don't know anything about it.
Is it like one of those fucking Peter Pan goes wrong shit, or the play that goes wrong?
Well, I think it's of that ilk, but I've heard nothing but
rave. Is it funny?
That's what I've heard. I've heard it. I have had friends who, listen, I don't always trust their taste, but like went to London and saw it on a whim, and they're like, I walked out obsessed.
Okay, great. Love it.
And honestly, anything that can come in that's an original musical with an original score that can take nominations away from Back to the Future, I'm here for.
Is that your mission for this season, the 23-24 season?
Absolutely.
Back to the Future will not win.
Oh, it's not winning fucking shit. I want
You don't want it to be nominated.
I want as few nominations as possible. I do not want to encourage producers to continue putting shit into Back to the Future. I want, as much as I found Days of Wine and Roses to be a first draft, as much as I think Hell's Kitchen is rough, I would rather they put shit into that than Back to the Future.
Because you like the fact that they're trying something new.
Yes, absolutely. And I have not seen Heart of Rock and Roll. I have friends who are involved in it, who were involved in it in Old Globe.
Yeah.
And they're like, they are trying something with it. And I'm like, you know what?
Great.
God bless.
You like that.
If it's not good, it's not good. But like, you're trying, and I will always give an extra 10%.
Even though it's a jukebox.
I will always give an extra 10% for trying something different.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think Jagged Little Pill might be the worst book to win the Tony for Best Book of a Musical, but I at least give Miss Cody credit for trying something and not doing an Alanis Morissette bio musical.
I think it's one of the best jukebox musicals ever.
Truly?
I do.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna need you to talk to me about that off mic because, I have a guest on a future episode who's also loved it, and I think that whole show is garbage.
Oh, really?
I think it's bad. I think it's bad.
Oh, okay, cool.
We'll talk. I think it's bad. I admire the effort. I think the execution is terrible.
Okay.
It's one of those things where I'm like, you can't do 20 different issues because you give 5 minutes to each of them and you do disservice to all of them.
Well, I want to be clear if I can. I saw this in Boston when I was out of town.
I guarantee you nothing changed between Boston and
Broadway. I think that was the issue because all the notes that I had for it in Boston, because I didn't see it on Broadway, I heard that those notes were still there.
Yeah, nothing got changed.
There was a whole character you could have gotten rid of.
There were 20 characters you could have gotten rid of. And I think that show has 7 characters. Speaking of which, should we talk about The Outsiders?
What do you want to say?
Well, okay. So let's just put a cap in the fall because there's so much we haven't talked about. We've gone on so much off topic.
I'm sorry.
I saw Harmony at the Yiddish Theater.
Okay, I'm seeing it next week.
We will talk.
Okay.
My inside sources tell me that a lot has changed between the Yiddish Theater and Broadway. God bless.
They've had 25 fucking years to fix this.
I know. Barry Manilow is not a musical theater writer. Copacabana should have taught us that.
Did you ever see Lainie Kazan do Copacabana?
I've seen Lainie Kazan do a lot of things.
Continue on.
At the Yiddish Theater, I thought that production had 2 things in its favor.
Okay.
It had the boys. It had the 6 harmonists who are all very handsome and very talented. Speaking of Newsies, it's sort of like the fandom for that show is like the fandom for Newsies grew up a little bit. And they're like, oh, now they're in tuxedos.
They took a shower, Crutchy.
Yeah, which I'm not mad about. I am more of a Harmony boy than a Newsy boy. I don't want a dirty page boy. I want a man in a tuxedo who will give me some champagne and then we have a nice dirty time.
Beautiful time for you.
Absolutely. And the other thing I'll say is it is some of Warren Carlyle's best choreography since After Midnight. Not all of it.
Good for him.
Some of it. I saw Harmony right after I saw Music Man. Mm-hmm. And to have Music Man where it was Warren Carlyle being like, I never met a twirl I never liked. Music Man was nothing but twirling, and it pissed me the fuck off. And then I saw Harmony where I'm like, I don't love all of this, but every now and then you have a really laser-focused idea, and you execute it beautifully. In a show that I don't think works. But like...
The show itself you don't think is working.
No, I don't. And I don't know the whole journey. I know they did a production in LA, which my dad saw many years ago, and he sort of liked it. Chip Zion's role, which also talked about leading actor in a musical, that role did not exist in previous incarnations. That is a new thing. New. It being like a memory musical.
Love giving Chip more work.
I'm all for about giving Chip work. I remember seeing it at the Yiddish Theater, and I love Chip. I mean, he's the baker.
He's brilliant. He's a talented man.
He's the fucking baker, you know? He's Mendel. He's Mendel. And for me to say that over Brandon Uranowitz, who, you know, can also finger me anytime he wants.
Is Brandon aware of this? Well,
No,
he is now.
Brandon doesn't know I exist. It's fine. I love saying things about people who don't know I exist. It gives me such freedom. But Chip in Harmony at the Yiddish Theater, I was like, I love you and I love the passion you have. Like you're a 70s, 80s actor where it's like you're leaving it all on the floor.
Yes.
In theory, I love that. But in a production where like it doesn't truly support that, in my opinion, I don't know if they've changed anything about that since then. But imagine, if you will, Alice and Emily in Sideshow giving that performance in a production of a Sam Gold Fun Home, where it's like one of these things is not like the other.
Stick out.
Exactly. Okay. That's how I felt at the Yiddish Theater.
Okay.
Many people have spoken highly about him on Broadway, so he's definitely in the conversation for the Tonys.
Great.
He might get nominated again. Also, he's never been nominated before, which
he really hasn't, has he?
He hasn't, which is a huge narrative to think about.
Wow.
He won't win. Believe me, he won't win.
You don't think they'd be like a legacy? Congrats.
Harmony's got to be running by May for him to win, and I don't think it will be. Talk about a show that I think will be closed by the spring unless they find a million angel investors, because they're not doing well right now. I don't think they'll do well after the new year. If Here Lies Love closes before New Year's, Harmony's closing before, Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Okay. And so, which is why I'm sort of like, I think Hell's Kitchen should maybe wait for the Barrymore so Boop can go into the Schubert.
And that Boop is definitely coming in, the Betty Boop thing?
That is what I've been told.
Okay.
But again, grain of salt.
And I told you now the Majestic is back in play?
Yes, you were the one who told me that the crew renovating the Majestic has been told they need to get it done by February.
And I'm like, what's going in?
Exactly. I wonder. Well, apparently the Palace now is going to be ready for the new year because they got something coming in.
Shit, I wonder what it's going to be.
I don't know. Again, everyone's got intel. It's all wrong and it's all right.
You know what show I am excited about coming in this season? Limpika.
Okay.
I'll tell you a story.
Tell me a story.
I went to NAMT 6 years ago. And it got awful. I mean, like, the shows that year were like, you just sat there and you were like, oh my God, who thinks this is a good idea?
Welcome to NAMT.
And Limpika went up there. And I got to tell you, man, it was incredible. 45 fucking minutes. Mm-hmm. It was incredible. I've never seen this before. It ended and people in the audience were like, more, do more. Literally shouting at these fucking actors, being like, give us other stuff to see. So many people rushed to those writers afterwards, and it was the best thing ever. So I'm very excited about Limpika.
I know nothing about it.
Oh, great.
The only thing I really know about it, first of all, Chafkin's directing.
Great.
Wonderful visualist. Eden is the lead.
She did it at the...
Yeah.
It was fabulous.
Natalie Joy Johnson did it at La Jolla. Mm-hmm. She is a gay icon. Mm-hmm. She has become the new Patti LuPone Les Mouches in New York with her Q Bar, now Green Room 42 show with friend of the pod, Brian Nash. Yes. So I'm very excited for her to come back to Broadway. I'm just excited for the spring in terms of all these shows were like, there's potential, and I just hope that they put in the work to really get it to the point it needs to get to.
That's what's getting you, isn't it? The fact that like people go, that's good enough.
Yeah, truly. We got a standing ovation in Atlanta. We got a standing ovation in La Jolla. I'm like, that's not good enough for me.
Well, yeah, they're spending a lot of money on it. Why would they want to have a bad time?
Sondheim talks about this in Broadway the Golden Age. She's like, everything gets a standing ovation because it's so expensive. They want to believe they saw something special.
I don't disagree with him at all on that point.
I disagree with him taking a shit on my chest. But other than that...
But besides that, very copacetic with the opinions.
Absolutely. He loved The Wiz more than I ever did. But other than that...
He loved whizzing on you, or he loved The Wiz?
Both.
Oh, that's wonderful.
He whizzed on me while we watched Diana Ross sing in The Wiz.
When I think of home.
Speaking of the spring, The Wiz is coming in.
The Wiz is coming in, thank God.
Yeah, thank God.
I love The Wiz.
But have you seen the feedback from this tour?
No, what? Oh, no, don't ruin this for me. What? Tell me. I'm here. I'd rather rip the Band-Aid off, Matt.
I hope Miss Williams, our director for The Wiz and the National Tour, is listening, because I gotta say, talk about, like, don't take audiences into account. Like, read what the faggots on the internet who are faceless and have nothing to lose are saying. Because that... Truly, that is where you got to take your your bread and butter, because when people are not in the room with you, when they think that they've got nothing to lose and they're faceless and they can be nasty, that's where you got to take a little bit into account.
Do you think the producers go, look, there's going to be 5% of pissy homos that are not going to be happy with no matter what we do. Let's just try to appease the people from Trenton.
No. Well, yes, I think that's what they are doing. But Hal Prince once said, I'm not interested in giving an audience what they want. I'm interested in giving them what they don't realize they want. The online discourse of The Wiz right now from the national tour is basically that it looks ugly. The book is a mess. Everyone's singing the house down, which is like, of course, like that has sort of become the new, like, but of course.
Yeah.
If there's one thing I will say, we have a talent pool where the vocals are lovely. Maybe not as thrilling as Alice singing I Want Mine or Patti LuPone saying I Want to Be Rainbow High, but piercing enough where it's like, yeah, no, it's clean, it's beautiful, it's wonderful. We don't have specialness. We don't have weirdness.
Where's the fucking passion, though?
Where's the warmth?
To her. Where is the warmth? Listen to her sing Rainbow High. Listen to them sing Sideshow. I'll even give you fucking Defying Gravity and Popular, whatever.
Yeah.
That's fine. But all I hear now is, I'm going to stand center stage. I'm going to show you my vocal technique. And everyone's going to lose their shit. And I'm like, where's the passion? Where's the story? Because what's most interesting is you know who becomes stars? The people that are unique.
The weirdos, yeah.
So why is everyone trying to sound like one person when the person who is unique, that is standing out, is the one making more money than everybody? How does that work?
I have said before, if a young Idina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth went into Telsey right now, they would not get cast.
They wouldn't even get into the building.
No.
They wouldn't even get into the fucking building.
No.
Give me my cookie cutter.
You want to know how you know... This is the part of me that is actually truly an asshole. I sat there at Hell's Kitchen watching an audience be tepid for 2.5 hours and then rise to their feet at the end and then like walk out and go, wasn't that fabulous? And I sat there and I was walking out. I was getting a little angry because I was like, that's not how you were acting until that last moment. But then I also went, in a year's time, you will forget this show. And
sure.
I know that you will. I just have to wait, because when something is truly special, when something is a real moment, and I've had those in that specific Newman theater. I remember seeing Fun Home in that theater.
Yeah. And
an audience walking out and being like, and we all
First
just went,
Daughter Suite.
Was that at the Newman?
Yeah.
Go figure. Seeing Hamilton, which was actually, what's his face's first performance? Lynn was out taking notes. He was actually sitting right behind me.
Javier?
No. Yeah, Javier.
Yeah.
It was Javier's first performance as Hamilton. And even though like it wasn't fully there, it was 85% there. And the audience walked out and we were like, we're seeing something this is gonna go somewhere. You can feel it. As Frank Rich says in his Dreamgirls review, when Broadway history is being made, you can feel it.
Yeah.
And people always want to believe that they're seeing something special, that they're seeing the new thing. And they'll tell you.
They want to be special.
They'll always tell you. They'll always say it. I'm like, you want to know something? You will know when you see something truly incredible, because you're obsessing about this show right now. In less than a year, you will forget about it.
Absolutely.
I don't mean to throw the children under the bus. I really don't. I love the passion of the teenagers. I was a theater geek myself, and the things that I love that I've forgotten.
It's wonderful.
But the kids who loved Heathers, and then loved Mean Girls, and then loved Be More Chill, and then Beetlejuice, and then Jagged Little Pill, and then The Prom, and now Back to the Future. I'm like, you're going to forget about the show in 6 months because you forgot about the last show 6 months after.
Oh, yeah. They get obsessed with one thing. That's what they live, eat, sleep, and breathe. And then if it was really that good, you wouldn't be forgetting it so fast when the new one comes along.
Absolutely. I saw Violet with Sutton Foster 3 times in the 4 months that show ran.
I'm sorry.
It was a limited roundabout run. But I still remember the first night I saw it. Because I did not know Violet super well when I first saw it. And I've talked about this on the podcast. I knew some of it, but not super well. When Sutton is having her sort of breakdown in the chapel, and then the priest starts to walk away and she shouts, "Look at me. No one will look at me." I will never forget that moment.
Actors want direction. I think a lot of directors are afraid.
Yeah.
Nowadays. And they don't know what to do when they get pushback. And I don't think pushback is necessarily a bad thing.
No.
I think that means you have to clarify what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, and there's all...
Do you remember when they did A Delicate Balance?
Yes.
And it was Glenn Close and John Lithgow. And who was the director? Pam McKinnon?
Yeah.
And that, I heard, was frightful. That she would give direction and Glenn Close would go, "I don't want to do that." And she'd go, "Okay."
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, have a conversation.
Tell Glenn, just try it, Glenn.
Yeah.
You don't have an Oscar yet. Don't you fucking come for me, bitch.
Glenn, you got other shit to be worrying about right now.
I know you won a Tony for Sunset, but everyone agrees you're the third best Norma on stage.
Who's the first to? Go ahead, name him.
On stage?
Yes, now.
Betty.
And 2?
Patty in her final 3 months.
Number 4? Petula Clark.
If that's the truth you want to believe.
That's your religion, sir.
Let me also be very clear. I detest the stage musical of Sunset Boulevard, so I don't fucking care.
Okay, so we got all of those coming in. And
We haven't even talked about any of the plays.
Okay.
Well, because the plays this season, it's honestly truly sparse. I saw Jaja's African hair braiding. Saw it.
I hear fabulous.
So fucking
Fabulous.
delightful. The
Fabulous.
last 10 minutes are a bit of a... It's not a twist. It's a curveball in a sense where I'm like, I don't think that the play has earned these 10 minutes.
Okay.
It's not bad, but it's a very different play than the rest of it.
But overall, you had a good time.
Very lovely time. It's also the best ensemble work so far this year.
This is great.
Those women are... God, they're all dynamite. Pearly Victorious, also very lovely.
Revival.
Yes. At the moment, that is the front runner for Revival, although we got Doubt coming in with Mama Tyne.
That's not going to get...
It's going to get nominated because they're...
Oh, it'll get nominated, but...
Revival of a play right now, we got Pearly Victorious and Doubt.
But yeah, those Pearly Victorious reviews, come on.
Pearly was probably going to win Revival.
Yeah.
Tyne could win Actress because that role in Tyne.
It's her and Liev Schreiber?
Yes. My issue is that Scott Ellis is the one directing it. And he is very hit and miss for me.
Yeah, I do not disagree with that statement.
And it's roundabout. But we digress. Are there any other revivals of a play? Oh, Uncle Vanya. The Heidi Schreck Uncle Vanya. That could be interesting.
But it's Sam Gold, right? No.
It's Lily Nierberger.
Oh, fine. Great. Oh, I love her work.
Yeah, we'll see.
I love her work.
We'll see. I don't think Sam Gold's got anything this season.
No, he does. He does have something coming in. I can't remember what the hell it is right now, but he does. And it's a revival of something which makes me nervous.
Let's look this up. Are you sure it's not off Broadway?
I don't think so. I think it's something coming into on Broadway.
Okay, I'm gonna keep looking. You keep talking.
Yeah. So there's that. Then of course we have Teresa Rebeck's new comedy.
I need that.
I need that.
I need that.
And unless it's a script doctor, I don't know if she really needs it.
No. I need that.
With Danny DeVito and Lucy DeVito. Who can't wait to see that? I love Danny DeVito on stage. I think he's just so freaking incredible.
Danny DeVito is a fucking national treasure.
We have Sarah Paulson coming in with Appropriate.
Yes. We have Rachel McAdams and Mary Jane.
Yeah. We also have Aubrey Plaza in Danny and the Deep Blue Sea, right?
That's off Broadway.
That's off Broadway.
Is that going to come in?
I would not be surprised, but stranger things have happened.
It's true. Well, okay, so let's also be very clear. Here are some things that are currently running, whether it's an older show, an in-preview show, or a show that's about to start previews.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here are some theaters that I can see being open in the spring. Hate to say it, St. James, Spamalot. The Booth, Kimberly Kimbo, I love her dearly. She's actually doing pretty well right now. Yep. I don't think she's going to make it past March. Which is fine. If she can return 70% of her investment, I consider that a fucking win.
In this day and age, yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But that's another. Nothing is announced for the Golden in the spring after Shark is Broken, God Bless leaves. But that is what I understand Operation Mincemeat is going into.
Okay.
Something else could go in there at any given point.
Yep.
The Belasco has How to Dance in Ohio coming in. God bless, that thing will be gone in the spring.
Oh, no.
I don't know anything about it.
Sorry, Ohioans.
I listened to one song. It was fine. I have nothing against the show. I'm sorry. When you see a 3-leaf clover, you're like, you're a 3-leaf clover. You're getting plucked and going into a bouquet for, a Thanksgiving arrangement. Harmony, I'm so sorry. Unless they have a Here Lies Love situation where they can get an angel investor to keep them running for a long time, I don't see them making it to...
Barry Manilow, he can't give $1?
No. They look at their last 2 weeks of previews. They have not done well. It's not... Unless Manilow himself is like, I will put in millions to keep this thing running till the Tonys, but that's a long time from now. They open soon.
And what's the benefit? At this point?
With a spring that is so jam-packed with new scores.
Look, dude, you got it to here. Let's move on.
You're gonna open it after 25 years. Just
congratulations.
Yeah, have your cigar and go.
Yeah.
And the people who have their Broadway debuts in that show, congrats. I think they have a choreography nomination coming their way. Chip could get a Best Actor nomination.
I would love that.
I'm not even convinced they've got a score or book nomination coming, not with all the scores and books coming in the spring.
That would be tough. That's tough.
We've got Suffs coming in the spring.
Suffs, the Hillary Clinton musical.
Yep. Which I did not see it at the public. The night I was supposed to go, they had to cancel due to COVID. What I understand is that they did a lot of work between the public and now.
Great.
They convinced her to step out.
Great.
For a workshop so she could just be the writer.
Great. That's good.
Yeah. And she did the thing. At least I hope so. That is what I was told. And she is such a smart, empathetic, talented woman.
Yes.
I can't imagine her not being like, I want to make the best thing possible.
Yes. This is good stuff.
Absolutely. The Outsiders, mixed reviews out of town, but they're coming in. Angelina Jolie is the lead producer.
Oh, fantastic. Because that's really what you want, is a nice, stable producer.
But the one that I think right now is to beat is The Notebook.
To beat.
For Best Musical.
Yeah, score is amazing.
Yeah.
Score is amazing.
I've heard nothing from it.
Oh, really? It's good. It's very good.
You are not alone in telling me this.
Yeah.
I've heard, first of all, it got rave reviews out of town.
Yeah.
You're not the first person to tell me that score is great. I know Ryan Vasquez a little bit. We've done a lot of Q&As together for Broadway Plus. And the fact that he chose that over Water for Elephants and The Outsiders tells me something.
Yeah. Then you also have Water for Elephants coming in.
Yeah.
Which, good reviews? I don't know. In Atlanta,
I think the reviews were fine.
Okay.
I don't remember the reviews being like, brilliant, move it now. Again, it was one of the things that were like, sold out at the Alliance, standing ovations, and it's like, great. And?
So did Bull Durham. Where's that?
So did fucking, K-pop. I saw 20 minutes at a presentation. Potential. Happy to have Isabel Michaela back on Broadway.
Yes, brilliant.
Happy to have fucking Paul Alexander Nolan back.
Yes.
That man, if that man does not get a Tony nomination in my lifetime.
Oh, he will. He's so good. He's so fucking good.
He has always been amazing.
He's so good.
He has either had a prime role in a show where he's not the biggest role, or he's been the best thing in a terrible thing.
Yeah, no, he's so good. No, wait, everybody's talking about Jamie, right? Isn't that coming in or no?
No, that's dead.
No, what's the other one? My Son's a Queer?
My Son's a Queer. Yeah.
That's coming in?
That's coming in. That'll be play eligible.
Maybe Guys and Dolls.
That keeps... The first rumor I heard about Guys and Dolls was that they were looking to give the producers of Here Lies Love $2 million to keep the outline of the theater the way it is, and they would go in. And then a friend of ours, won't say the name, said that wasn't the case, that they were actually looking at the retail space underneath the newly renovated Palace.
Okay.
And that they were going to try to do something there.
Okay.
Now it just may not come in. I don't know.
Okay.
Revival of musical is interesting because right now it's between Merrily and Cabaret. The Wiz, as far as I'm aware, is dead on arrival. Spamalot is sort of filler.
It'll go to Merrily.
Yeah. Tommy, I've heard.
Tommy.
Well, so Tommy's coming into the Nederlander. Got very strong reviews out of town.
Yeah.
Sold out business.
Yep.
It's coming in. They're going to the Nederlander, which is, that theater can either do really well or it can be really terrible.
It's a tough fucking space.
For every Newsies and Rent, you got a Honeymoon in Vegas, Amazing Grace.
Yeah. Oh, that's a tough space.
Yeah. That is the thing about that space, is that if you're a show that doesn't matter where you go, you can go in there and you'll do well. Lehman Trilogy did well there in the height of COVID.
It's got to be a destination venue thing.
Exactly. In the same way, like the Jones or the Belasco, it's like if you have the sauce and you go in there, people will come.
Oh, absolutely.
But if you need people to notice you, that's not where you go.
No.
But I think Tommy will come in, and I think Tommy will do well. I think Tommy will get nominations. It'll have a nice box office. I don't think it'll win.
I think this is Merrily's. I think there's a lot. It's a lot.
If the moment Merrily announces it's going till June, which it absolutely will, once they announce they're going till June, they will win.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I haven't even seen it yet, but
absolutely. Look, it's going to be vindication for him.
Yeah,
and I think that has a huge part in all this. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't separate that stuff.
And once they win, we'll stop feeling obligated to award every Sondheim revival every time. Because we awarded Company, rightfully so, of those 3 nominees. We didn't give it to Sweeney, rightfully so. But then we'll give it to Merrily and be like,
we're done.
We're done. Yes, Bart Sher, give us your night music at the Beaumont, and it'll be 5 hours long.
Is that coming in?
That is what I've been told, that Bart is doing night music. That's his next Lincoln Center thing.
Yeah.
Well, let me be clear. Night music, I love. It's a nearly perfect musical, in my opinion. I would
a nearly perfect. Is that what you said?
Yeah. That book is ironclad. You can't penetrate it. Mm-hmm. Hugh Wheeler, in my opinion, has 3 fucking rock solid books: Night Music, Sweeney, and his 70s Candide.
Yeah. I just it's gonna be a tough one.
Well,
I think that's gonna be.
I don't want Bart for it, but I also don't know who else I'd want to direct it.
I'm also like, you want to see another show about rich people having rich people problems?
Sure.
Good. Okay, great.
I'll
take you to MTC.
What the fuck is Bridgerton or Gilded Age? You know, put it in my veins.
Like, I go see a fucking MTC show, and it's always the same thing. It's like,
that's
I don't
different.
know if I should go with Knopf or with Penguin Press.
How
am I going to publish my book?
How dare you tie a Little Night Music to Manhattan Theater Club? That is more hateful than the police at Stonewall.
I heard our mother had a brief affair. Like,
yourself!
It's that shit.
Summer
it's
1976, whatever the fuck it's called. Chardonnay.
Yes.
Listen, Manhattan Theater Club produces a lot of good shit. They did.
You excited to see Lauren Ambrose as Desiree?
Why not? Supposedly it's Blanchett, but I want Naomi Watts. Kate
Blanchett as Desiree Armstrong?
Again, I think it's radio signals getting mixed, because Blanchett was rumored to do it with Julie Andrews, with Scott Rudin producing, like, pre-COVID. That was the rumor pre-COVID. Now I'm being told, like, oh no, it's still Blanchett at Lincoln Center and Bart's directing it. And I'm like, I don't know how much of this is true or how much of this is just fucking like mixed signals from, you know, Titanic's radio did. But that is what I heard. Take it with a grain of salt. Again, I don't know. I don't want Bart necessarily for it, because I don't think Bart's a comedic director and you need someone who's funny. I don't think Bart is a sexy director and you need someone who wants fucking. He's a stylish director, so it'll look pretty.
Yeah, I'm trying to think though, but who is that person you're talking about?
Michael Blakemore in the late 90s. That's
he's
what
112. So
I
don't
know
if he's coming.
He's about to die. I don't know who else I'd want. It's the truth. I mean,
you need
Jessica
Jack
Stone.
O'Brien.
No. I enjoyed Shucked enough, but what I
like about Jessica's work, and I don't mean this in a pejorative way, it's like blue collar.
Yeah.
And I love that. So I'm curious. Well, maybe she can do that.
Well, she's very Mantello to me in the sense that she's really good with actors.
She's a great director.
She's a great director of actors.
Yeah.
Like what she does with that company of Kimberly Akimbo. I'm like,
great.
I would love to see what you do with the company for Night Music.
Great. Okay. I'll buy that.
Yeah. I don't know if she's, and I will say, if you watch what she does with Water for Elephants, there is a style to that.
Great. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. It's very inventive visually.
But this all might be a moot point because sounds like it's a Bart Shear is attached to this in some way, shape, or form.
I mean, it's Lincoln Center, but
you feeling okay about that?
Oh, Bart, you want to do Hallelujah, Baby? By all means, cast Benanti.
He's one that I'm like, I'll be honest with you, I loved when he first came on the scene.
Yeah.
Oh, Piazza. And he did Joe Turner's Come and Gone.
I remember.
And it was brilliant.
He proved all the haters wrong when they were like, why is a white man directing this?
I don't know, because fucking August Wilson's wife said it was okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she would have known better than anybody.
And Wilson at his best, like, it doesn't matter who directs him.
Yeah, it's... Then South Pacific.
South Pacific was great.
So good.
Yeah.
And then we got My Fair Lady. No, King and I was in between.
Yeah. I don't love his work on Bridges. I think Bridges is half of a brilliant musical and half of a dull musical.
Yeah, I do not disagree with that at all. All those people fucking sitting and watching. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
My hot take on Bridges is that it should be 100 minutes and it should be them. It should just be them.
Matt, I have said that so often. It should be a 2-character musical. It should be a chamber piece.
Yep.
You don't need the fucking woman sitting on the stool playing the guitar.
No. It's a lovely song, but you don't need
No. It's lovely, and they all did a good job and stuff. Yeah. But I'm like, why do I have to keep going back to this fucking pig fair every 20 minutes?
Well, so this is my pitch on Bridges. You open it with her and her family and all that shit. He comes in, and it's them for 80 minutes, and you get swept up in their relationship.
Yeah, that's all you want.
And you're like, absolutely run away with him. And then her family comes back, and you're reminded of like the connection she has, and that is what brings you back to reality.
Great, I'll take that.
And that's all you need. But they were just trying to do so much. And Bart tried to do this whole thing of like, your town is watching. I'm like, this isn't. No,
they're not.
They're not. They're not watching.
They got their own problems.
Yeah, this is not Grover's Corners. This is fucking.
Oh, is Our Town coming in? The Kenny Leon Our Town?
That's next season.
Okay.
That was supposed to be Bart Scher directing Dustin Hoffman. That's not happening anymore. Now it's Kenny Leon.
I think I'm okay with this decision.
But yes, I'm interested to see what Kenny Leon does with that. Because it'll be hard to erase the memory of Cromer's Revival, which was truly beautiful.
Oh, it was breathtaking and brilliant.
And took a show that we all knew so well and was done in a way we all knew.
Yeah.
And still made it
so good.
Different and powerful. Kenny's work in Pearly Victorious. Did you see Pearly Victorious?
Yeah.
I was talking to someone today about this. Kenny, for me as a director, is someone where I'm like, I don't think that he necessarily is like a visionary. He is someone who, when he has material that is good and has a cast that is right for their roles, he's really good at subtly steering that ship. I don't think of him. Yeah. I don't think of him as a visionary. So his Pearly is really wonderful. I wish he was a more inventive director of farce, because it would make that just be a 10 out of 10 for me. Right now it's more of like a 9, maybe 8.5 out of 10.
Pretty good, though.
Pretty good. Carrie Young right now is my front runner for featured actress in a play.
I love that.
Can you think of anyone else who's been nominated 3 times in a row, year after year after year?
No.
Because she's going to be. And she might win.
I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
I think that's amazing.
I need her to become one of our leading ladies of...
Laurie Metcalf.
Was she nominated 3 years back to back?
Wasn't she?
Well, she won Doll's House and 3 Tall Women back to back, I'm pretty sure. No.
That counts as a nomination, right?
Yeah, that counts. Yeah. Was Hillary and Clinton the year after 3 Tall Women? I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess Laurie is 3 back to back.
Yeah.
Carrie Young and Laurie Metcalf, they're 2 peas in a pod.
Hey, that's the odd couple I really want to see.
Motherfucker.
That's the odd couple I want to see. But no, this is...
That's the Days of Wine and Roses I want to see.
Take all my money for that one. No, I'm trying to think. I think, what else? Is there anything else that we haven't talked about that's coming in?
Oh, plenty. I mean, we didn't really talk about How to Dance in Ohio, mostly because I don't know much about it.
It got good reviews. I think, like you said, it'll be one of those, unfortunately. Prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Just prove me wrong. Make it a big hit.
Okay. Well, talk to me. Okay, let's go for this.
Yeah. When's Spider-Woman coming in?
Well, Ariana left it, so who knows? So never. I'm going to give you my 5 nominees for Best Musical.
Great.
I'm going to say Notebook #1, front runner, because also I think my hot take is Marianne Plunkett from everything I've heard.
Yes.
Is our front runner for actress in the musical.
Give that woman another fucking Tony. She deserves it.
She's a
fucking American legend.
She's an American legend. She's one of our best stage actresses.
Yes, she's so good.
She hasn't done a musical in decades.
I'm so excited.
She beat Patti LuPone out to replace Bernadette in Sunday in the Park with George when she was a fucking nobody.
Is that true?
Yeah, she was a replacement. She replaced Amanda Plummer and Agnes of God on Broadway and went from that into replacing Bernadette in Sunday in the Park.
But Patti wanted it?
Patti talked about it in her memoir. Patti went in to audition for Bernadette's replacement. The story she tells is she goes in and she's singing it. And Sondheim's there and he goes, "Oh, God, are you going to belt the whole thing?"
Oh, my God.
Listen, this is Patti LuPone we're talking about. Woman has never met a garbage can that didn't slight her. You know what I mean? Like, Patti LuPone goes up to a stop sign and she goes, "What do you mean by that?"
Oh, my God. Okay, cool.
But Marianne replaced.
Great. So she'll be up for supporting?
Lead.
That
is what I've been told.
Wow, great.
That she's a leading role in
Love
it.
it.
And if she is, she's the winner.
Great.
Because it would be her, Kelly for Days of Wine and Roses, which is Kelly at her most messy since South Pacific.
That's exciting, though.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. I've been waiting for Kelly to be messy
to a voter, that might excite them. But
also, I think Days of Wine and Roses will be closed by then. So I don't... And also, that show is just... In addition to it being a bummer, it's a first draft. The exciting thing is that she and Brian... He is great, and he makes her be greater because of that.
He's so good. He's always good.
He is always good. And I do like Kelly. I want to remind people of this when they get to a future episode. I do like Kelly a lot. But I will never forgive her for singing I Hate Men and Kiss Me Kate like a TED Talk.
But who told her to do that?
Scott Ellis. But also, you can't tell Kelly nothing these days. She's like, "I'm sorry. I am Kelly O'Hara. I am Kelly O'Hara. You do not tell me not to do what I don't want." In the same way that, like... But I think that they're both sort of... She and Patty are both sort of like... chicken bottoms in that way. It's a game of chicken where it's like They come at you and they go, no, I want to do what I want. And then you have to come forward and be like, no, I'm telling you.
Oh, shit.
Pam McKinnon, Glenn Close was giving you a game of chicken. She says, I'm not doing that. And you go, okay, Glenn, how many Oscars do you have?
Ooh, this is where it gets good.
Yeah, listen, I don't care who the fuck you are. You need to keep doing things that push you and scare you.
Yes.
And if you come at me with, I know what I'm doing, it's like, no, you don't. No one ever does.
No, God, no, nobody knows.
No one ever does.
Nobody knows.
But I think actress in musical right now, we got Kelly, we got Gail for Cabaret.
Yeah.
We got Marianne for the
Marianne.
Notebook. We've got Eden for Lampica. Shayna for Soufs. I hope Izzy Michaela is up for Water for Elephants.
Oh, if Eden Espinosa's in this mix,
yeah,
that's a big.
Is Lindsay going to be up for leading or supporting for Merrily? Is the question.
If they were smart, supporting.
That's what I think too.
If they were smart about it, but who knows? She's already got her fucking Tony.
I know.
She also might be like, I don't give a shit.
They've been smart up until now. Merrily's been very smart about how they've been doing it because they also have not been putting any of them separately for promos. It's always been the three of them.
So good. It's so smart.
It's so smart.
I don't know who the producers are, so please forgive me. Whoever's producing it is producing it so smartly.
Yeah. Because like they go on Kelly Clarkson and it's them together.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
I think they've gone separately on Colbert, but other than that, it's them together. Sonia Friedman is the head producer on that. Very brilliant. But it's the
Maria's sister, right?
Yeah. The whole marketing has been like, it's about the three of them, which
genius.
To go to what you were saying earlier, I don't think much is different about this production from London and when they did it at the Huntington. It's just that the three of them have such chemistry that it sells it.
Great. I love it. That's what you want. That's what you want.
Absolutely. Musical. I said The Notebook.
Mm-hmm. You have The Notebook. You have Suffs.
I said Suffs. Water for
Elephants.
I'm going to say The Outsiders.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to say Operation Mincemeat when that announces and comes in.
So that's closing out How to Dance in Ohio.
Yes. I think How to Dance in Ohio is going to be a nothing nominee.
So that's not part of the conversation.
No. I think score what we have. We've got we've got The Notebook, Suffs, Lampica, Days of Wine and Roses, and then either Here Lies Love or Water for Elephants for number 5.
And Here Lies Love will not be a Best Musical nominee.
I don't think so.
So you're closing out and Once Upon a One More Time, right? That would count.
It counts as Best Musical, yeah.
But anything that opened before 2024, you're closing out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are my musical nominees. My actor nominees. Okay, actor nominees. I'm not including Harmony for musical or score. I think Harmony's got a choreography nomination in its future.
Great.
I think Chip Zien has a Best Actor nomination, possibly.
Okay.
Maybe one of the harmonists as a supporting actor. Maybe. It's tricky because there's so much that is so left unsaid, and we don't know like things that did well for people in the past. That it depends on the actor and how things happen.
Yeah.
Well, who knows?
But we know that definitely for Best Actor in a musical, Jonathan Groff.
Frontrunner.
Chip Zien.
Zien.
He'll get one. It'll be a legacy one. I mean, yes, I'm sure he's very talented, but it's
Brian Darcy James.
Maybe the old guy from The Notebook.
Eddie Redmayne for Cabaret.
That's 5.
And then we're not even including Grant Gustin for Water for Elephants. We're not including.
Maybe they'll do 6. I don't know.
No. Yeah. Young kid from Back to the Future. What's his name? Casey Likes. He's not.
Plus The Outsiders.
Whoever's playing Ponyboy.
Yeah.
The Outsiders, I am very fascinated by because I think it could be such a good musical, and the reviews from out of town were encouraging but not raves. So again, it's a matter of did they do work? Did they do any work on it? Famously, there's no men in Suffs. I wonder
there's no leading men.
There's no men at all in Suffs.
No, it's The Wiz.
The Wiz. No leading man in The Wiz. Yeah. There's Dorothy for leading actress. When Hell's Kitchen comes in, there is a leading actress in that who is very lovely. She's got an amazing voice. But I just think that book is rough. It's such a rough book.
Now, when you say it's coming in, is that like a definite, or are you thinking it's gonna come in? You know what I mean?
I have been told that they have a theater booked.
Okay, so there is a theater booked. Okay.
And if you see it at the public, it's the same thing I felt when I saw Hamilton, where I was like, you're basically telling people, give us $5 million more in a larger space, and we'll give you the world.
Oh, shit, okay.
I don't think that they can cash that check, but that is sort of what they're daring you. And I felt that same way about Days of Wine and Roses at the Atlantic Roads. Like, and that's also Michael Greifer. Like, it feels like you're telling us, give us, hydraulics, and we'll give you a better set. And I'm like, I don't think that that's true.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's what it felt like. Heart of Rock and Roll. I mean, I don't know. I know Doyle did it at the Old Globe. I don't know who's going to do it on Broadway.
Oh, is Sinatra coming in?
I hope not.
Would that be? No. Okay.
I mean, if it comes in, it's not coming in this season. But also, like, I'm sorry. This is where I'm going to be an asshole.
Take it away, asshole.
When I tell you that there's a bio jukebox musical about Frank Sinatra that his family has signed off on, directed by Kathleen Marshall, does that sound like something that's going to be dramatically compelling? Does it?
No.
Think about who Frank
sir.
Sinatra was as a man.
No, sir.
What his life was like.
No, sir.
Who he was and what he did.
He was a fucking monster.
Yeah, and his family, who's trying to protect his legacy. This is the same fucking dynamic as, like, think about MJ the musical that his family and estate signed off on.
Yeah.
They do not acknowledge anything about him that was problematic.
The man was a monster talent with some demons and
Yes.
some issues.
I have not seen it. I refuse to pay money to see it. I will see it if someone gives me a free ticket. But from everything I've understood, that book is basically like their acknowledgement of his demons are sort of like, yeah, we've heard about the people who are trying to bring him down. Never mind, moving on. Like, that's it. That's it.
Amazing. I can't wait. Okay.
It's like doing a Roman Polanski musical and being like, he never owned a hot tub. What are you talking about?
No.
He never owned a hot tub that anyone was ever in. What are you talking about?
He's never come back to America. Just can't get a good flight.
Exactly. He can never book a flight. They're always canceling it.
Isn't that weird?
Damn Delta.
All right. Let's sing again.
Yeah.
No, that would be funny, actually, a Roman Polanski musical.
They tried. It was called Lolita, My Love.
Oh, Jesus. That's a rough one.
I know.
That's a rough one, kids. That one's coming in this season, isn't it?
Lolita, My Love?
Yeah. We've been waiting for this one, haven't we?
Yeah, starring James Barber.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Matt Koplik, friends. On a roll tonight.
On a roll. We went through a whole bottle of wine, y'all.
A roll.
I hope. I don't desire Sinatra coming in. I don't. But, like, you watch Dorothy Loudon do Vodka.
Oh, yes.
Or her coked out Broadway Baby on the Tonys.
Yes. We were just talking about this.
I think I have an episode where I talk about it too, with her painted legs. You either watch that and you go, my God, or you watch and you go, I don't get it.
But it's giving you a choice. It's giving you something.
You won't forget it.
You won't forget it. You can love it or hate it. And that's how people thought. And that's what you want. I don't want art where I go, I want to go, I hated them. Or I love them.
Yeah.
You got to take me to both ends of the extreme. Because all this safe middle ground, is not doing it.
Yeah.
And it's not getting people at the box office. And it's not getting a future generation excited. Because all it's training now is people going, is acceptable.
Because you have...
Adequate is acceptable.
You have straight plays that come to the lip of the stage and go, this is important, and you're going to feel depressed. And if you don't feel depressed, this play isn't important. Yeah. And no one's feeling engaged; they feel lectured to.
Yes,
and then you have musicals that go, well, we're just trying to hit you over the head with high belting and candy confection.
Musicals and plays, you just hit the nail on the head. Musicals and plays, I think now go, audiences are stupid.
Yeah.
So we're going to come out and tell you musicals. We can't. All you really can understand is when people are yelling loudly. So that's all we're going to give you. We don't want to tax this too much. And same with plays. We don't want you to see the opposite side of an issue. We don't want to make you think too hard. We don't want to do that. So we're just going to pat you on the back for taking the right stand of a moral issue. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Give me a play that says to me, this is why Donald Trump was the best president ever.
Yeah.
Give me that play. Give me that play. Challenge me.
Yeah.
I remember, did you remember, God, what the hell was it called? Not American Psycho. It was
Son.
American Son.
With Kerry Washington?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you see that play?
I read it. Where are you going with this?
Okay. Well, did you like it?
Did I like reading it? No.
Okay.
But talk to me.
The play was literally 90 minutes of telling you something that you as an audience already knew.
Yeah.
Which was, unfortunately, black people are mistreated by police officers most of the time, right? 90 minutes of that. And you saw what the ending was a mile away. But throughout the play, she keeps saying to Jeremy Jordan, who is in it, I think, as like another police officer.
Yeah.
She says, I want to speak to your supervisor. I want to speak to the commanding officer because I know what goes on with police officers. I know how you treat young black men. And he goes, let me get my superior. And the guy comes in and he's a black detective. And I'm like, now that's the play.
Yeah.
That's the play. She says, she's been saying this entire time, white cops are racists. All cops are racist. Now she's facing a cop who is black. Now what is she going to say? And what's he going to say to convince? And I thought to myself, I'm like, this is the fucking play.
You want to know what makes
this is dramatic.
You want to know one of the best storylines in the first season of Handmaid's Tale is? It's between Elizabeth Moss and what's her face from Zachary Levi's old TV show. Do you know what I'm talking about? Did you watch Handmaid's Tale?
Yeah, but I don't know.
The wife of the commander who's like
that
raping
actress
Elizabeth Moss.
who's so good. You remember him? She was in Zachary Levi's show.
I feel like Julianne Moore in 30 Rock. That movie with the girl with the forehead. But
her. Yes, he did it.
Yeah,
but you were saying
the wife of the commander.
Yes.
Because she's a woman in Gilead who is, happy with how it's going with a handmaid who's like, the fuck is wrong with you? And it's these two, like, they're both women. It's not sisterhood.
Yes.
It's two women of opposite ends of the spectrum. And that is conflict.
Yes, and that's what and to me, I was like, now that's the play, going back to American Son, that's the play I want to see.
Yeah.
How do these two people that have been so oppressed by this police organization, how does one of them work for them? And how do they, I'm like, show me this play. But they didn't want to do that.
There is a play that's coming up in Problematic that we talk about. That is the play.
A play.
A play.
A play. Yes,
an actual play that was in New York in the last 2 years. That is in the Problematic series. That I think is a brilliant play.
What is it? You went on to talk about it. I'm curious what the title is.
I'll bleep it out.
Okay. I didn't see it.
You know what it's about, though, right?
Yeah, but I didn't see it. Yeah.
Just the premise alone, it's like, oh Jesus, what's going to happen there? But it really, it's a challenging play.
Good.
It really fucks with your sense of empathy and understanding.
That's what you want.
I know!
That's what you want. I remember reading do you remember Frank Rich's book of reviews that he collected?
It's literally sitting behind you on my
bookshelf. Is it really? Hot seat?
Yeah, it's
one of the...
Rob, it's literally sitting behind you.
Oh, Jesus, there he is. And you know what? Ghostlight is the book that...
I also have that.
I tell all my theater students to read, because to me, I think it's the most beautiful...
Frank Rich is, in my opinion, the best critic the Times has ever had.
That is correct. But in this, he's talking about the play Aunt Dan and Lemon that Wallace Shawn did.
Yeah.
And he said what makes that play so fascinating is you're watching this free-spirited woman like Auntie Mame, who turns out halfway through to go, the Nazis had some pretty good ideas. And he goes, you could feel a whole audience go, what? Mm-hmm. I loved you. You mean you're complex? And that's what you want.
Yeah.
Those are the type, and because he talked a lot about that, I think, like in plays in the 80s, where it really was like, nuclear war is wrong.
Yeah.
Congratulations, everybody. No, show me a play that says nuclear war is absolutely what we need.
Yeah.
Show me why we need to beat the Russians. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, show me these plays.
That is why David Mamet at the time was such a welcome presence, because he was that kind of person.
Yes.
He eventually went off the deep end, but there was a sweet spot with Mamet.
Yeah.
For a minute. For like more than a minute, like 15 years.
Yeah.
Where he was able to do that.
I think playwrights like him, you're right, and he's gone off the deep end. Neil LaBute, I also thought, used to be a very interesting
there was
playwright.
Talk about a minute. There was a minute with LaBute.
Yeah.
Early LaBute.
Shape of Things.
Yeah. I think Fat Pig might have been like the last LaBute.
That was a tough one to sit
Fat
through.
Pig or Reasons to be Pretty. Which one was the last one?
I think Reasons to be... No, wait, Reasons to be Pretty, right?
Yeah, that was the one that was closest to now.
Yeah.
Most recent.
Most recent.
Now.
But those are the types of playwrights I like to see.
Yeah.
I like to be challenged. And that's what drove me crazy about American Son. I'm like, you have a play here.
Yeah.
And you're scared. I think you're scared.
And that's why I'm very excited we have Paula Vogel doing Mother Play. I know nothing about it other than we got Miss Cherry Jones.
She's a good one. Paula Vogel.
Paula Vogel wrote one of my favorite plays of all time, which is How I Learned to Drive.
Such a good play.
And
that's another one. Sympathize with a child molester.
Yeah, fucking play with your empathy. Well, and I've talked about that play a little bit, and I'll talk about it again when we talk about beep. But just a play where we're not telling you that this person is in the right. We're not telling you that the playwright wants you to empathize. The playwright is opening the door up a little bit to challenge you.
Yeah.
Because if everything is clear cut, that doesn't do anything for you. The world is not clear cut. Why should this moment on stage be?
Yeah.
That is nowhere where drama goes to live. Narration is where drama goes to die as well. And what's fascinating is How I Learned to Drive has a lot of narration, and for some reason in that play it works well.
It's different. It's used
very
differently.
Yeah, but like in Hell's Kitchen, there's so much narration, like so much. It's where I'm like, there's no drama here. It's
well, then
Ain't
you have
Too
to
Proud.
ask yourself, what's the purpose of
Yeah.
it? When they talk to me, what's the purpose of them talking to me?
And there's narration in Prayer for the French Republic as well. Another play where I'm like, I liked that play a great deal.
Yeah.
Should be trimmed a bit, and I like Josh Harmon. I think Significant Other might
Oh,
be a
brilliant.
better
Brilliant
play.
fucking playwright. Oh,
Yeah.
my God. Bad Jews.
Bad Jews. Oh, my God. Best play this year is going to be interesting because we got Prayer for the French Republic, which honestly at the moment will probably win. It's the most like prestigious of them all. Jaja's African Hair Braiding, which is so fucking delightful. Mother Play I know nothing about, but it's Vogel. I'm there. Mary Jane did very well at New York Theater Workshop, but who knows what's going to happen here. And it's Rachel McAdams, so God bless. Teresa Rebeck going to sweep the award to the I Need That.
If she does, I'm quitting the business.
My son's a queer, but what can you do?
You see Bernhard Hamlet?
I did.
Teresa Rebeck. Okay.
I enjoy Janet McTeer.
That's nice.
Beautiful gowns.
That was a play
I loved Teresa Rebeck saying, you know what's not a good play? Hamlet.
from Teresa Rebeck. If someone knows something about bad plays.
Yeah. You know what that's like? That's like Michael Bay going, you know it's not a good movie? The Apartment.
Too slow.
Too slow. I don't enjoy that there's not a moment where Shirley MacLaine looks into the camera and goes, I'm about to fuck a married man again. That's morally bad.
That's what I really needed. Because otherwise I was just confused.
Yeah. Michael Bay goes, there's no explosions. His apartment doesn't blow up. Cow!
Actually, that would be a really good movie of The Apartment.
Where it all just explodes.
It just explodes. It just takes you on a journey you weren't expecting.
That's what Oppenheimer did. It was to course correct The Apartment. I'm not trying to be a Rick McKay of what happened to the Golden Age, because he's dead. But I'm trying to.
I remember I was at Barbara Bel Geddes' gynecologist appointment when I heard.
Barbara Bel Geddes went to see her gynecologist, and Greta Gerwig went, that's a line for a movie. But you know what I mean? Like, we need that energy. We need that fire. And it happens so rarely. And what doesn't help is when people go, you know what's a coup de théâtre? All of Harmony. All of I Need That. All of And Juliet. The turntable of And Juliet. A coup de théâtre.
The next time I see you and I see something I don't like and you ask me how it is, I'm going to be like, it was a coup de théâtre. I'm going to start using coup de théâtre more and more.
Yeah.
You taught me a new phrase.
You know what's a coup de théâtre?
What's that?
Anne Hathaway being a part of the gang in Ocean's 8.
You know what's a coup de théâtre? Film.
You know, it's a coup
Just all a film.
All a film. You know, it's a coup de théâtre. Scarlett Johansson being dead at the end of Jojo Rabbit. Her feet showing up.
That's a coup.
That's a coup.
That's a real coup de théâtre.
I enjoyed that film a great deal.
Did you really?
I did, and apparently, film people don't like it, but I liked it.
Jojo Rabbit?
Yeah,
I liked that. That was good.
I liked it a lot. I thought that was a good adapted screenplay win.
I've seen a lot of good films lately.
You know what we haven't been that passionate about? Anything this season. As we've been talking, and I'm excited for The Notebook, but I'm not over the moon excited.
You know what it is? I'm
cautiously optimistic.
I'm going to sound like such an asshole, and please forgive me, because I was just talking about this with someone, which is one of my biggest pet peeves, is when someone gives me a full-on review of something, and I'm like, when did you see it? And they go, I never saw it. And I don't like that. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I look at the season, and I look at most of these shows, and I go, why? Mm-hmm. And that's what bothers me. Why are we doing this? Why do we need a play about what happens on the set of Jaws? And you know what? And honestly, a valid answer is because it's fucking funny. That's a valid answer. To me, that is a valid answer.
If it were funny, yeah.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But like, I will even take that as a valid answer.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, why?
Why?
Why are we doing these?
And before you think that either one of us are assholes, just know that everyone who's working on Broadway feels the same way.
Oh yeah,
No one is saying it out loud, but if you are friends with anybody who works on Broadway and you go to Joe Allen or Bar Centrale,
go to Joe Allen, yeah.
Have a bourbon and they will tell you. Everyone feels it.
I was at Joe Allen a couple of days ago, and it was literally like a spy movie because you could hear snatches of conversation. You could hear someone go, "Oh, did you see Water for Elephants?" And then a look over the shoulder, and a look over the shoulder, and then dive in and conferring and whispering. You know what I mean?
I literally was at Joe Allen a few weeks ago, and I heard someone talking about The Cottage, and Eric McCormick walked in, and they shut up because what they were saying was not positive. And The Cottage is not the worst thing I've ever seen. It was perfectly fine, and it was different. We haven't seen a Noel Coward-esque play in a long, long time.
Great. Someone's trying something awesome. Great.
The writer tried something. Jason Alexander decided he wanted to direct a very different play.
Great.
They both were decisions.
Fantastic.
A mostly solid cast. We forget how charming Laura Bell Bundy is.
Oh, yeah.
Dana Steingold, give her another vehicle. But, it was something. But this person was not being complimentary towards the show. And then McCormick walked in and they shut the fuck up. But, again, things that everyone's thinking and talking about, but just not openly. And not in a way that's constructive. Because the moment you go, I want to give you feedback that's not wholly positive, but I think it can make you better.
You're an asshole.
Exactly.
You're an asshole. And I always say that when I direct, which is when I give you a note, right now you're giving me good, and I know you have great inside you. I know there's great within you. So don't you want me to help pull you up?
So, okay. When I wrote my very first screenplay, knowing Eric, I might have placed in a few competitions, no big deal. But
it's sitting on my desktop, folks.
That too, yes. I
read the first page and I thought it was really charming.
Thank you.
Yeah.
When I sent it, someone who helped me work on it was the father of a friend of mine who is a successful screenwriter, because I wanted his opinion.
Yes.
And it reminded me very much of Sondheim and Hammerstein, when Hammerstein was like, Sondheim, your first musical, it sucks. If you want to know why, let's talk about it. And he didn't say it sucked. He liked it, but he was like, you've got a lot of work to do.
Great.
And he's like, and if you want to know why, here it is. And the first thing he said was, write down everything I say. If you disagree with any of it, that's totally cool.
Yes.
He's like, however, you need to explain to me why you disagree.
Great.
He goes, if I give you a note and you can't defend yourself, you just like what you did. Yeah. He's like, that's not enough.
That's not a good, no, it's not. I have worked with so many new writers on new shows, and I'm like, you don't get it.
Yeah.
You don't get it. And I give you criticism to make you better. And it's, I liked it that way. But it's not, I'm reading it from an objective point of view. I'm the audience. I'm telling you.
Well,
I'm not saying it to hear myself talk.
Someone was talking about some show they were working on where it was like a musical where it was a song that totally stopped the show, like a big audience pleaser, but it didn't do anything for the show.
Cut it.
Yeah, and the writers wouldn't, because it was stopping the show.
I think we are going back. I think musical theater construction right now is cyclical. I think we're actually going back to the 1920s.
Agreed.
Where it was like, songs come first, great entertainment comes first, and then the story, sorry, we're not really working on that right now.
That is the hell that the YouTube musical concerts hath wrought.
Yeah, and that's
when your song goes viral.
Yeah, and that's what we're dealing with right now, which is, I don't think all these people that are working today, I don't think they're talent and craft, I think, is different. But I don't think what their goal is any different than the people from the 1920s, which was, let's put out music let's put on a show that entertains. We don't want them thinking too hard.
I want to separate Janita Story from that, because she is not that person, and I don't want her mad at me because I think she's the fucking tits. But she's the exception, not the rule.
Oh, there's a handful of writers that are the exception to the rule.
Yeah,
but
I agree with you.
What I'm saying is right now, if you listen to any of these fucking musical theater writing classes, and I'm like, you can't teach a writing class.
Listen, when I tell you, Shoshana Bean has a number in the second act of Hell's Kitchen. When I tell you that it brings the house down, it do.
Great.
It's one of two numbers that do, and it is a number that has no business being there. It is when Brandon Victor Dixon, dumbass ex-husband, father of her child, shows up and then fails again to be a good dad. And she And in a very subtle, not super important way. And she like goes to his audition for a gig, sings in his face about how he's awful and like needs to leave them alone, and like tells everyone in the room he's awful, and like walks out of the room. And then like it doesn't end up amounting to anything. But because Shoshana is Shoshana,
Yeah.
it slays. And I'm like, that number shouldn't be there. It has no reason to exist. Give her a number that has a reason to exist where she can slay.
But the audience is so happy.
Because we're applauding Shoshana, who is topping it.
And for
good.
them, that's enough.
That is enough.
And that's the problem.
We're back in the Princess Theater, all of us.
We all are. It's literally, we're going cyclical. It's going cyclical.
And we always do. We always do. Does this mean that you and I are primed to become the next Hammerstein and Rogers and just fuck everything up and become amazing?
No. I think we're the team of Jackson and Roth, and if you don't know who they are, that's the main issue that I'm talking about.
Jordan Roth and Michael R. Jackson?
Then you have heard of them. Okay, great.
Okay,
Thanks so much. Let me pack up my microphone and leave.
Yeah.
No, I would love that. I'm not asking for a lot. What I'm asking for simply is, does this move the story along? And do you remember there's an audience that's watching?
Yeah.
When you go into that workshop and you all jerk off because you think that somebody did a funny bit of business, is it funny because it's the person, or is it funny because it's helping the character? What are we doing? Mm-hmm. What are we doing? Because you're going to have a bunch of people watch it. Mm-hmm. Give them something that's worth their time and money. But yeah, this season, I know that's what I was brought on for, and I apologize. But like, this season to me is a bunch of, why are we doing this?
That has honestly been me for a while now, and especially post-COVID.
Oh, I don't even. If you had a time machine and had me on this podcast, we'd have a whole other discussion.
Yes,
that to me was the bit. I can't even talk about that.
There's also a lot of musicals, not musicals, plays too, that have been coming to Broadway where I'm like, you're not ready. They come and I go, I'm glad you got the money and then you got the momentum. You're not ready to come to Broadway. You need another go at it.
It's so funny. I was looking at a show this was about 30 years ago. You know the musical Paper Moon?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Ebersol did it at Paper Mill.
Yeah. So I do this concert. Actually, can I plug my new podcast?
Yeah.
Great. So I do this series at 54 Below called Broadway Bound. Uh-huh. And it's we take songs from musicals that didn't come into Broadway, and we introduce them to people to be like, hey, there's great material out there that maybe didn't even get to play in New York City.
I think I might have heard of it.
Great.
Is it possible that I might be in one of those?
Oh, maybe on the December 7th concert at 7 o'clock p.m. at 54 Below, you might be making an appearance in it, Mr. Koplik.
Yes, I might be singing.
And he's going to sound gorgeous. And I'm very excited. We have a bunch of great fucking shows up there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm starting a new podcast, which is going to be the same thing. It's literally the show. Anyway.
Sure.
But I was doing research on Paper Moon. Mm-hmm. Paper Moon, by the way, friends, if you've never heard it, no worries about it. It's a great score. Score is fantastic, and the script is fantastic. And after they got done at, I think, Goodspeed, they were supposed to go to Broadway. Mm-hmm. The marquee was up, literally at the Marquee Theater.
Yep.
And the director, who was also the writer, said, no, we're not ready. And they stopped the show, and he wanted to go work on it, and unfortunately they never materialized again. But I'm like, can you imagine today someone saying, this is not good enough to put up in front of a paying audience? And yes, I know our marquee is up, and I know people think we're coming in, but I don't think we have the best possible product here.
Doesn't happen anymore.
And we've seen it, but also on like micro levels in the past. Like you were saying, Michael Bennett going, yeah, I know this number is good. It can be great.
Yeah.
And we're going to work like motherfuckers till we get it great.
The stories that go on about Follies when they were out of town.
Yeah.
The number of... They did that prologue like 10 different ways before they finally got it. And it was like the last day in Boston that they finally nailed it.
That's great. That's what you want. I honestly think that workshops hurt musicals so much because it's not a real audience.
It's not.
It's your friends. It's your family. It's people that are wanting this to succeed that have plunked down $0.
Yeah.
It's a false narrative. I'm going to mention two people's names, and I know who they are and what they've done. Garth Drabinsky and Scott Rudin.
Well, Garth pre-2000.
You don't want to include Suzatska in this conversation?
I just know that he ruined Paradise Square from everyone I know who was involved with that show.
Great. Okay, cool.
He made it 10 times worse.
Great. Awesome. We'll take him out of that equation. for that
But
particular
pre
decade.
2000 though, you're correct.
But that's what you need, an advocate for an audience.
Yeah.
You need someone that goes, they have saved and scrimped and saved and said, we're not going to have dinner tonight because we're going to go see this show instead. You have to give them that. And I think we've lost that. And I think you can do it nicely. I don't think you have to be Scott Rudin throwing things. I don't think you have to be Garth Drabinsky yelling and screaming. But I think you need an actual genuine advocate.
Yeah. People get
For an audience.
People in the industry have gotten too comfortable, as you said, where it's become, well, you can make a nice living and you can be a nice person. It's all, Valium-induced placid fever dream. And it's like, okay, but where's the passion? Where's the person who, moved to New York with $10 in a dream, with a side hustle, to be on that stage, to work in that theater? Where's the blood, sweat, and tears? I don't know many shows in the last couple of years that have really excited me in the way that they used to excite people. I love Kimberly Akimbo, and I think that it's a wonderful. I think it's a wonderful musical, but it doesn't not really excite me in the same way that Fun Home did. I've seen Kimberly a few times, and I've said before, I wonder if Kimberly had opened in 2015, if I would be as obsessed with it as I am, if it came out the same year as Fun Home, or came out the same year as Matilda.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. And it's lovely. It's a wonderful show. But Fun Home, I still believe, is the best musical written of this century.
Do you really?
I really do.
Wow.
Especially in its Broadway incarnation. I thought it was a 10 out of 10 at the public, and then they moved it to Broadway,
What
and
a
it was
big claim.
It was an 11 out of 10 at the Circle.
You
Square.
really loved it.
I think that show is gorgeously written. I think that Broadway production was incredible.
Wow, okay.
Sam Gold, I know he's now become who he is, but that staging was gorgeous. That cast was gorgeous.
As long as he's not doing a revival, I'm in.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Let's see what he do. And there have been so many other wonderful shows of this century. I think Piazza's a beautiful musical. I have a new appreciation for that book after Encores. Spelling Bee is a wonderful show. Urinetown is incredibly smart. Unfortunately, has now wrought the meta musical, which I don't love, but that show got it right.
Yeah, I didn't like Urinetown.
I like Urinetown. It's a show that's very hard to do well. Matilda, I think, is a beautiful musical. I would like a new version that's not as intrinsic dance-wise.
Sure. Is that Sondheim as a Nutcracker up there?
No, that's just a Nutcracker. I do have a Nutcracker on my shelf. Okay, give me your 5 predictions for Best Musical right now.
My 5 predictions?
For Best Musical right now.
Notebook. Outsiders.
Uh-huh.
I am going to throw... Suffs. I am going to throw in How to Dance in Ohio.
Interesting. Okay.
I think that's going to get a nomination. I don't know why. Just feel it in my bones. And what are my other options?
There's Water for Elephants. Mm-hmm. There's Here Lies Love. Boop and Hell's Kitchen. Days of Wine and Roses. Lempicka. Okay, so you have Outsiders, Suffs, Notebook, Lempicka, and How to Dance in Ohio. Okay.
Wait, that sounds weak. Do it one more time for me.
The Notebook, The Outsiders, Lempicka, How to Dance in Ohio, and Suffs.
Take out How to Dance in Ohio. Put in Water for Elephants.
I love how that was like your big ace in the hole. Yeah. And when pressured just a little bit, you immediately retracted.
No, I'm not stupid.
No, listen, I wish nothing but the best for any musical this season. If it's good, I want it to succeed. I haven't seen it. I hope the best.
I say the same thing, and I mean it so much, and I know you do too. Prove us wrong.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong. And I want to be proven wrong. I want to go in going, it's going to be okay, and then it's going to be fantastic. I will be the first one to say I was wrong.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong.
Listen, I went into Jaja thinking I would find it okay. It was Manhattan Theater Club, and people liked it, and I was like, Manhattan Theater Club? I'm going to hate this shit. Or at the very least, find it okay. And I thought it was so fucking delightful. I love that. I love it when something is so wonderful and it takes you by surprise.
Oh, it's the best feeling on the earth.
Absolutely. Even better than when you go in hoping to love something and it's amazing. When you go in thinking like it's going to be whatever and it's wonderful. God.
It's the best. Kimberly Akimbo was that for me.
I was hoping Kimberly was going to be good because...
Oh, same.
Well, just because... I'm a whore for Tesori. I'm a Tahori. I'm a Tahori. And she knows it. We've met. She knows how I feel about her. I'm like, you could bend me over a mini fridge. And she's like, yeah, I've done it, baby.
What the hell goes on when I'm not around?
Not while you're around?
Not to worry, not to worry. I'm gonna go in for Toby.
Please do.
If he can play Sweeney, I'm gonna be Toby. Fuck it.
Here's
all bets are off.
Here's my big question: is best score. Do we think of our
The Notebook?
Well, yeah.
Sorry,
Notebook obviously is a nominee. Here are
Notebook.
Here are options for best score in terms of like
Sucks.
here's what's eligible so far. Because then there's also people going like, well, is Gutenberg a revival or a new musical? It's a revival, and Here Lies Love is a new musical. Deal with it. Yes. That's what's going to happen. Yes. Our eligibility shows. That's not a weird
for
way to
score.
Say. For score. Water for Elephants.
Uh-huh.
Outsiders Notebook. Suffs. Lempicka. How to Dance in Ohio. Days of Wine and Roses. Here Lies Love. So that's 8 already, I think.
Yeah.
Harmony.
Yeah. Okay, I got mine.
And then if I already forgot about Operation Mincemeat, but Operation Mincemeat, that's 10. And Back to the Future, 11.
No. Notebook Suffs.
Yeah.
A Water for Elephants.
There's some beautiful music in Elephants, I will say.
Give me the list again. I'm sorry. Notebook Suffs, Water for Elephants.
We're just fully canceling Back to the Future.
Days of Wine and Roses. That'll be number 4.
Yeah, you can't cancel out Gettle. If Gettle's going to get nominated for Mockingbird, he's getting nominated for Days of Wine and Roses.
And then number 5 is going to be
Lempicka.
Yeah. Yeah, that's your 5.
It's a good 5.
Yeah.
Unless we get a 6. I don't know.
No,
we got
no.
We got 6 Best Musical nominees in 2022. Can you believe?
How lucky were we?
And they were all wonderful.
I was living in a golden age. I didn't even know.
It was a strange loop. It was a strange loop. 6. Mr. Saturday Night. Girl from the North Country. MJ und Paradise Square.
Best song in Mr. Saturday Night. Tahiti.
Oh yeah.
Randy Graff singing Tahiti.
Oh, that's when we bonded over that at your apartment. That's how we knew we were friends.
Yes. Like that's the best thing ever.
Tahiti.
I wanna go to Tahiti. I just watched it last night.
Of course you did. Oh, Shosh. Shosh did what she needed to do to get that Tony nomination.
She did a great job in that show.
When did she not do a great job?
Remember when they had her play an 8-year-old girl?
Remember when Shoshana Bean said, "I'm better than any of this," and she still got a Tony nomination?
Yes.
That's Shoshana Bean.
I fucking love Mr. Saturday
And you never get the condescension from her performance. She comes on stage and you're like, you and I both know you're better than this, but you're not showing it.
She never advertises it.
You go off stage in your dressing room and you go, I know I'm better.
And she goes on about her job.
Yeah.
She's fabulous. I think she's marvelous.
And that's professionalism.
All
right. I think that's where we're going to call it a quits because this has been a 5-hour podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, pal.
That's fine.
I'm sorry.
No, I've been happy.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right. Rob, any other things about the
Matthew.
season you want people to take away before we move on?
Yeah, let's make this the year of honesty.
Yeah.
And if you go
and
see
accountability.
And accountability. You go see a show, you post that you went to see it, that's amazing, you didn't like it, you don't got to say nothing.
No.
What I don't want to have happen is see something wonderful on your Instagram, and then I'll be like, oh my God, I saw you loved Water for Elephants. And then you're like, oh my God, it was the worst piece of shit. I don't want that.
No. Who does that serve?
It doesn't make anyone better.
No. Because then if someone goes to see it because you said you loved it so much and then they didn't like it, they feel tricked.
And feel free to tell myself or Matt, if you ever see anything that we create and you don't like, I'd rather know than not know.
Oh, people tell me all the time.
That I'm not good?
That I'm not good.
Oh.
I love when people are like, how would you like it if so-and-so? And I was like,
I would love it.
I was like, first of all, do you think people don't do that to me?
I would love it.
My own friends tell me what I'm lacking as a human being.
What do you mean? Really?
Oh, yeah.
Lacking as a human being?
Oh, yeah.
What's your personal goal for this season? Not even for theater, but for you.
I want something to excite me again.
Okay.
I haven't been... I fell deeply in love with Kimberly. I found Jaja delightful. I found Pearly delightful. Nothing so far this season has made me go like, it has begun. I need that excitement. I'm hoping it's one of the musicals, one of the plays. Doubt, Tyne Daly, hopefully, maybe. I'm looking so forward to Rachel McAdams' Broadway debut. Sarah Paulson, who I saw at Washington Square Park, actually. I saw her Washington Square Park walking her dogs. That was lovely. That was a gay rights moment.
That's Holland Taylor.
Well, those weren't her dogs. That was just Holland Taylor. Yeah, no, you're looking for honesty and accountability. I'm looking for excitement and energy. I'm looking for something to make it feel real.
Well, let's hope to God that we find it, and let's hope to God that your listeners find it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that's what we all want, and it'll be wonderful. It'll be a wonderful day in the neighborhood.
I love that. And then what's on your problematic podcast coming up?
The first episode that is going to be released, I know for a fact, is the prom.
Build a prom for everyone.
Not for everyone.
Not for everyone. Oh man. Oh, I wish I could. Okay.
I also can tell you that we have episodes covering Carousel, Downstate, The King and I, The Inheritance, Promises,
Oh, really? Okay.
Heathers. So these are all shows that that got multiple submissions. I did not take any show that got only one.
Okay, so that you okay, great.
Because if you take only that are one, then
Yeah.
whatever. And then possibly Dear Evan Hansen, possibly Grease, possibly Slave Play. I have a few people who have put pins in those, and we're just waiting about scheduling and all that shit. But so we'll see what happens.
And is the goal of the podcast for them to solve what's problematic about it, like
to see if they actually are problematic?
Okay.
And if they are, is it solvable? Or is it a disconnect? Or is it, who knows? It's a question. The whole series is a giant question.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Rob, where can people find you if you want them to find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Rob W. Schneider. You can go to our podcast, Behind the Curtain, Broadway's Living Legends. Don't listen to it. It's like The Ring. You'll die afterwards, as most of our guests have done. And then my new podcast, Broadway Bound, the musicals that never came to Broadway, is going to launch in February.
Woo! And if you want to see it in person and hear me sing, you can come to 54 Below December 7th, baby.
Yes. Go see Mr. Koplik. Can I tell you who else is in the cast?
Yeah, sure.
Janine Lamanna, Miss Gertrude McFuzz. She's singing from Enter Juliet, which will be great. And Andrew Lipp is going to do something.
Ooh.
And that'll be fun. And it's going to be filled with lots of little surprises.
If you want to follow me, I'm on Instagram at Matt Koplik, usual spelling, and that's it. If you want to like the podcast, give us a nice 5-star rating, a little review. That'll be wonderful. You know what to do. Every time I get a new review, I read it on the pod, and I play the Light in the Piazza overture behind it, because that is classique. That is classy. And that is
what goes on in this show?
Everything. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening, guys, and have a great time. We'll see you next week for the beginning of Problematic. Rob, we close out every episode with a Broadway diva that I put in post. Who should we close out with tonight?
Dorothy Loudon.
Dorothy Loudon. Here we go. Take us away, Dorothy. Bye.
I don't need a lot, only what I got. Just a tube of grease paint and a bottle spot. I bet you didn't know what you had when you wrote this one, Steve.